The following sports program on the Vulcan Sports Network is brought to you by CUTV, California University Television. So if sports is your thing, buckle up. You've got the best seats in the house.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Kutztown, Pennsylvania, as we have a PSAC crossover game between our Vulcans and the Kutztown Golden Bears. Hello again, I'm Paul Flores, along with me Chris Austin and Christine Sayo, and we'll be bringing you the action today from this contest that we expect to be a really fine football game today. Chris, it's a matchup, I guess, Kutztown's defense, and we're going to try to see if we can get our offense going.
Yeah, it's really tough. At this point already, the California Vulcans have only thrown 2 touchdown passes on the whole year. That's unheard of in this run-and-shoot offense. You can almost expect to see a couple more touchdown passes thrown today. And these are the guys they're probably going to throw to. If they're not thrown, let's start with Keith Miller, number 6. He's back, the freshman from Beth Center. He had high hopes coming into camp, and right as camp ended, he broke his hand, but he's back. He's ready to run the football, and we should expect to see a lot from him today. And if they're not running the football, they're probably going to throw to number 7, Ernesto O'Kane, and he caught a touchdown pass last week, the one of 2 touchdown passes on the air, and that was thrown by Daryl Hughes. It wasn't even thrown by a Vulcan quarterback. So, and he shouldn't have even caught it. He should have been out blocking, but nonetheless, it works. It's effective. So he's excited, the freshman from Farrell. He should get a lot of playing time today, and that's what we're probably going to see a lot from the Vulcan offense. Plus the usual names, Kavanaugh, as well as Hartice, Ron Simpson, and a very good offensive line.
And don't forget our linebacker friend, Salento Hudson.
Yeah, in defense, the name you're going to hear all day long is Salento Hudson. Already this year, he's got 32 unassisted tackles, 48 overall. That's unheard of after 3 games alone. He's all over the football. Right behind him is Ernest Bryant, number 22. He's got 35 tackles. So instead of the secondary making all the tackles at this point, like it was last year and at the end of the season, it's the linebackers. So although the Vulcan defense has a lot of improving to do, it has already made a lot of improvements.
And some of those improvements we can mention have been at quarterback with Kavanaugh. Brian, coming into camp, had to win a position from a veteran who was back. And, of course, Jason did a fine job for us in the early going. It got to a point, I think, where the coaching staff has to make a decision. They've got to say, we've got our number 1. And we think that now that Kavanaugh might have distanced himself a little bit in front for that quarterback position. And he's really coming on very strongly and hoping for a good game today. Well, normally we go down to the sideline to talk to Christine Sayo, but with our opening here and the press box situation the way it is, we're down on the field with Christine. And Christine, what kind of day is it going to be today?
We got a blustery day here in Kutztown. The temperature's in the upper 50s. We got a breeze blowing through. Crowd's ready to go. It's perfect football weather. We're ready to go here.
We're going to have you doing a little extra duty running from one sideline over here to do the report. So we will see you on some sideline reports, and it's kind of important for us to get that information. And so far this season, you've done a great job for us.
Thanks. Hopefully there won't be too many injuries today, so I won't have too much to say on that end. Maybe some good things come out of Cal today. Okay,
Christine, thank you very much. Chris, to kind of wrap things up here in the pregame show, we can mention something about the defense of Kutztown, and in particular a gentleman by the name of John Mobley.
Yeah, and as a senior, he's almost expected to be drafted, and in Division II, those are that's great expectations. That's high praise of somebody, and he'll be all over the football, running up and blitzing, or he'll be sacking the quarterback, and he's had a fantastic year so far. Kutztown 0-2. They're in their first home game this year, and I think Mobley's going to come out firing for the Bears. And the Vulcans got to do, they got to take care of his weakness. If he's blitzing, throw the short pass over in the middle, send it upfield. So that's basically what we got to do.
Defensively, we're in for a real battle, too, and we're hoping that California's defense can keep Kutztown. They've only been scoring about 14 points a game, and we kind of like to see that continue here and see Vulcan offense explode today. Last time they were on this field, they did explode for several long touchdown plays, and we'd like to see a repeat of that today. So we'll take a brief break, and we'll be back with the kickoff and some other opening comments after these messages. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
CUTV's television coverage of the first half of tonight's game on the Vulcan Sports Network is brought to you by Dairy Queen, we treat you right. By Pepsi, be young, have fun, drink Pepsi. By Integra Bank, the loans you need for times like these. By the Uniontown Holiday Inn, the official hotel for family fun. By Martinelli Eye Clinic, your complete quality vision care center. By Brownsville Ace Hardware, Ace is the place. And by the Mid-Mon Valley Transit Authority, moving the Mid-Mon Valley from California to Pittsburgh.
If you want to think of all the discounted loan rates, reduced fees, and other privileges you get with Integra Max as pennies from heaven, go ahead. But be careful. Integra Bank, the loans you need for times like these. Can't make heads or tails of your loan application? We know how you feel. That's why Integra Bank has shortened and simplified their application just by using some common sense. Now it's easy to get the loans you need for times like these.
There's a block up ahead, touchdown Cal!
Hot eats, cool treats at Dairy Queen.
After that big game in Vulcan territory, be sure to stop by the newly remodeled California Dairy Queen. Open all year round, 7 days a week, a banana split or an ice cream sundae is sure to hit the spot. It's a great place to go for a tasty treat in California and get together after the game.
Hot eats, cool treats, we treat you right.
Pushing camera 3.
Timeout is called right now. Shaq's got to do something big to get back in this
roll
game.
Commercial.
Shaq is leaving the court. What do you mean?
He's over there. He's on Lucy.
What? I didn't know Shaq could ride a horse.
Hiya, pal.
Well, the timeout is over. I wonder if he's going to get back. Hey, wait a minute. Shaq's back. He's got it. How about that?
He says there's nothing good on TV.
Uniontown Holiday Inn, owned by Crown American Hotels, is the perfect place for a family getaway. The Uniontown Holiday Inn offers more than just comfortable rooms. There's great food and all kinds of family fun in the Holodome Indoor Recreation Center. And when everything quiets down, there's even something special for Mom and Dad. Remember, kids and grandkids eat, stay, and play free. The Uniontown Holiday Inn, the official hotel for family fun.
Are you tired of the daily traffic congestion? Constantly not being able to find a parking space when you need it most? And always having to rush because you arrive late to work or school and don't want to miss that first class of the day? Why not let the Mon Valley Transit Authority help you? We have routes all over the Mon Valley and into downtown Pittsburgh. For schedules and information, please call the Mon Valley Transit Authority at 489-0880. We're moving in the Mid-Mon Valley.
One problem with contact lenses is all too familiar, cleaning them. So Johnson & Johnson created the lens you never clean, AccuView, the first disposable contact lens. Now the best solution is no solution, AccuView.
The best solution for disposable contacts is this fantastic package. A complete exam, fitting, and 3-month supply for just $99 at 2 locations, Uniontown Eye Clinic and Martinelli Eye Clinic, Charleroi.
Since 1923, Brownsville Ace Hardware has been providing the area with the best selection, a knowledgeable staff, and great services, such as free delivery. You can depend on Brownsville Ace for all your gardening needs, paints, plumbing, hardware, and electrical supplies. Keep watching your mail for your monthly circulars. Brownsville Ace Hardware, 8 Water Street, Brownsville. Have a problem or question? Call 785-4100.
20. And we're back to football action as we're ready to get the kickoff started here. It'll be Kutztown putting their toe to the ball, and their kicker is Emerson Johnson, number 37, and he'll be kicking back to Daryl Hughes, number 21, the deep receiver for the Vulcans, as the Vulcans get the first opportunity to put some points on the board today. Here's the kick, and it's a deep one. Heads down around the 10-yard line, inside the 10, almost to the 5. Taken by Hughes. He heads up the middle of the field, but the blocking took off just a little too soon that time, and unfortunately, the blocking was a little bit ahead. The pursuit came in from left and right and dropped Hughes down approximately the 22-yard line, but there is a flag down. Let's see what this is all about. Dink Hughes will stay out on the...
Holding against California, and
Okay.
already California's starting the way they don't want to start things. With a penalty.
All right, Chris, and here comes the offense, so that'll pin them back to about the 12-yard line. And California will start in that position. And let's see, in the backfield we have Beatley, and we do say Beatley this week, okay?
Got it right finally.
Kavanaugh, Simpson's far out here to the left, far out to the right is Hartice. And the officials have to get the chains in operation here before we get going.
Yellow
there we go.
chains.
Now what? Now what?
Timeout.
California takes the timeout.
What is going on here, folks? What is going on?
Were we charged to timeout?
I think we've been charged with a timeout before we even run the first play of the game.
I'm sure now they call timeout. Could be the earliest timeout in football history. 6 seconds in. That's a record you might want to look up. The earliest timeout called.
There you go.
Is everyone called before the kickoff?
Now, Kutztown has brought back about 50 former football players for this home opening contest. They had a golf tournament here today, and they're all gathered behind the one end zone. And I just hope none of them get rammy enough that they run out and make a tackle or anything like that.
One of them, Andre Reed.
There we go. I know. Maybe it is. Who knows? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He's got a game tomorrow. And when you play on Sunday, that's the ultimate. Okay, Kavanaugh with Hughes in motion. Hughes takes off to the right side. Kavanaugh drops back. It's a screen, or I should say a draw play to the fullback, Beatley. And he gets up to the 25-yard line about before he's brought down by the interior line there. Malin Crampton in on the tackle.
Kutztown defense likes to line up in that 4 defensive lineman, 3 linebacker set. It's pretty much the defense of most of the conference except for the California Vulcans, which line up 4, 4, and 3.
Okay, Taryn Ash flanked to the right side, and in a slot here is Darrell Hughes to the left. And Kavanaugh goes back, looks downfield. It's a little curl pattern to Hughes, in and out of his hands. He's unable to pull it in beyond the 20-yard line, which was just in the vicinity of a first down. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 7 situation.
Right now it's all a matter of execution. First you get the penalty on the kickoff, and then Beatley comes across the line and he slips. Could have got a yard or 2 more, and this time the ball goes through Dink Hughes' hands. Now's when you got to make it all happen on 3rd down.
All right, 3rd and 7, same formation as we've seen each play so far. Let's see if a man goes, and nobody in motion this time. Kavanaugh drops back, looks left, looks right, floats one high into the air, and it was a fight between Hartice and the defensive back over there, number 43, Terry Owens, Chris.
It was almost picked off, and it was almost caught by Hartice. Or Ash. So now we got to start with Jeff Loudon, and Kutztown defense comes up big on the opening drive.
All right, here's a name you're going to hear a lot today. John Mobley is back deep to receive, number 9. He's
back to
pro.
receive?
Yes, he is. He runs the punts back. He's unbelievable. Here's the snap, and the punt by Loudon is high in the air down around midfield. It'll bounce across midfield and come to a stop somewhere around the 46-yard line. And to be honest with you, Mobley didn't want any part of that kick.
It's damn impressive. He's back to receive punts.
Yep.
We got who? Dink Hughes back to receive punts.
And they've got a linebacker, 225-pound, 6'3" senior.
This guy is phenomenally big. I can't imagine how fast he must be. No wonder they're talking he might get drafted.
And the talk was, I mean, not just a complimentary tryout. You know, we're talking about getting drafted up there, where he'd stick on. Okay, Rob Holmes, the quarterback, 6'2", 210-pound junior. Chris Fraley is behind him, and here's a pass down low, and it's caught at around midfield, and there's a pile up there. So it'll be good for about a 3-yard gain, 3 or 4-yard gain, depending upon where they mark it.
Ernest Bryant on the hit and stop and the strip, but the whistles blew right before the ball popped loose. Unless Ernest Bryant, one of the 2 leading tacklers here for the Vulcans, 2nd behind Salento Hudson. Another referee timeout. See what the call is.
All right, let's see if we can figure out what they're trying to do here. The official comes over to talk to the head coach. That usually means it has something to do with your team.
Or the fans, or something in the stands, or too much fur on the Golden Bear on the sideline, maybe? Is there a PSAC rule against that, or players in the end zone?
Well, let's put it this way. It's something.
Oh, he just took the headphones off.
Oh, California's headsets must not be working. Therefore,
Yep,
Kutztown's headsets, or at least one maybe. I don't know. We'll see. The coach is going to send somebody around to the other side to look at the headsets.
That's a blow to both. California relies deeply on offensive coordinator Craig Mumbles up in the booth, as well as linebacker coach Bruce Owens. And that communication cutoff will kill you.
All right, Kutztown will line up this way across the line. Justin Bordelmay, a senior. Freshman Mike Stang, junior Paul Kent. The center is Hufford, Walsh, Simon, Young, and Hanich. A 6'4", 223-pound junior tight end.
We got a flag already. I think we have illegal motion or illegal procedure in the backfield on the Golden Bears.
All right, and one thing that you can see right away, Charlie Simon got up and started walking backwards before the call. He must be the culprit on that one.
Well, it's just a matter of walking up to the line and walking too far, really. Tough Strickler on the rules.
Of course, great field position here for the Golden Bears as they started just on this side of midfield. Here's a handoff, and it goes to the up back, and that's Darian Peoples, and we'll hear Peoples' name mentioned several times as a main carrier here. He's 6 foot, 178-pound junior.
He was carrying the ball a lot as a freshman. I remember calling him playing 2 years ago, watched people come across the line, and Vulcan defense swarms to him, led by Ernest Bryant, who just barely gets a hand on him. Russ Frederick comes in, but Aaron Hutter makes the majority of the stop.
All right, Hutter, Welsh. And it's good when your linebackers and linemen are making the tackles instead of your secondary.
You can't stress that enough.
Rob Holmes, a quarterback here. He's got 2 men now in the backfield along with him. It's Chris Fraley and Darian Peoples. And he drops straight back, looking over to Peoples. He gets the ball out to him around midfield, and he's going to have to really string it out and gets dropped for a loss, or very close to a 1-yard loss there.
Boy,
it'll be 4th down.
He tried to make every move possible, and Des McLewis was not faked whatsoever, came up and didn't stop and stare at him and see what his move was. Des just came up, put the shoulder on him, laid him out. 4th down for the Golden Bears. Great play defensively by the California Vulcans on that stand. We're going to see a lot of defense today, Coach. What do you think?
I think you're right, Christopher. The punter is number 13, Tim Delaney.
Watch Des McLewis, top of your screen, come in. He's not going to be faked by anything as they're punting the
All
football.
Right, here's the punt, and it's a good one. Drives Hughes back about 10 steps to the inside the 10, and he fakes one way, left and right, and he'll start now at the 15-yard line for the Vulcans as they get their second offensive series underway with 11:53 still in the first quarter.
Quinderat wanted the late hit on that. I think it was clearly to the ground and nothing called, but the headphones, I think, are working again, Coach.
Okay, everybody's got them on down there?
Well, Kutztown has theirs on.
The head coach doesn't have one. I guess that's it.
Okay.
All right, Beatley in the backfield, directly behind Kavanaugh. And we have Dink Hughes and Taron Ash both out to this left side. Kavanaugh looks back, throws what should have been a little bit of a screen to Beatley. It was sniffed out pretty well by Kutztown, and probably a good idea. He didn't catch that one anyway.
Kavanaugh's thrown 3 passes so far. He's yet to complete one, though. Watch this. He just seems a little bit rattled here in the early going. He drops back, and he's got his man clearly open, but just kind of flows off the fingertips the wrong way. 2nd and 10 for California.
Kavanaugh coming out, throwing the ball. Air Donnelly. In motion goes Hughes. Here's a handoff to Dink, and he makes a cut up field, and he's going to pick up maybe 4 or 5 yards before he's brought down there by Kevin Wimberly, number 1.
Beatley come across on the fake and faked about 4 or 5. Had Mobley stopped in his tracks, and kept my eye on Mobley on that play, and he stopped his footing and thought Beatley had the football. Instead, Dink Hughes had it on the run the other side.
3rd and 5.
Watch this. See Mobley get stopped in his tracks just for a split second, and Dink Hughes picks up 3rd and 5, as Coach mentioned.
All right, Simpson out to the left, Hartice to the right. And we have an offsides. We have some movement. Let's put it that way. No flag thrown. You're kidding me. Dropped and sacked by John Mobley in the backfield. And no flag.
Yeah, wow. There was somebody definitely lined up in the neutral zone. I don't know whether California moved or if Kutztown just jumped off sides, but man, how close can you get?
There were 4 men that had moved, it looked like. 3 or 4 from that defensive line had jumped.
No first downs yet in this football game.
All right, here's Jeff Loudon, and there's Mr. Mobley.
It's a big dude.
And here's a punt now by Loudon, and it's going to come up to Mobley, it looks like. He'll take it on one bounce at midfield. Breaks over to the left and tries to get by a few guys, and not brought down around the 40-yard line that time by California's Sean Bonner, number 14.
Knee tackle. Grab them by the knees. You really want to try to hit John Mobley high, especially if you're Sean Bonner.
Yeah.
Man, it's a big guy playing in this level of football.
Well, nearly the entire first quarter here has been played in Vulcan territory, with the exception of the first play or so for the Golden Bears. This is their second possession, both times starting off in excellent, excellent field position. We've got Jason Bordelmay way out to the left here for Rob Holmes and the Golden Bears of Kutztown. And now they'll throw it, yeah. Handoff goes to Peoples, and he's stormed under for no gain, and now they're going to throw another penalty for a face mask probably.
What are we doing? I think California basically going on the count right there and really faked the entire line off. And then Effiong on the tackle. Nobody, I couldn't really, no, it looked like the quarterback moved. It really did. It looked like it was slow motion on the quarterback. And if he moves at all, I mean, other than his head, that's illegal procedure, but they're called offsides on the California Vulcans.
Yep, offsides are going to call, plus a face mask.
I think we might even get a 15-yard face mask marked off on this one. It looked pretty vicious. See what the referee call is. Nope, 5 yards on the offsides. And that one was declined.
All right, the offside turned down, the face mask. And it's 6-1, half dozen the other. Both are 5-yard penalties.
Yeah, but face mask gives you an automatic first down.
Yep. So here we go. 1st and 10 now, with 10:19 remaining from the 39-yard line for the Golden Bears. Rob Holmes, 6'2", 210. Hands off to Peoples, trying the left side this time. And he is brought down in the backfield, or just at the line of scrimmage.
Number 27, Jeff Welsh on the tackle. Another flag on the field. I think we're even going to have a hold or a clip on this call, as the whole Bear line.
It's a holding call.
The whole Bear line collapsed on the Vulcan left side, and then he ran weak side. Ray Warmack with the tackle, excuse me, not Jeff Welsh. Nice play, freshman from Connellsville. Young football team, California is, but by game 4, you're no longer a freshman. And
that's right,
those
Coach
aren't just
Donnelly.
my words, those are Coach Donnelly's words,
When we met with him Thursday, we said, Coach, at what point, do these freshmen have to become veterans? And he said, now. Right now. All right, here's the penalty, holding. And that'll back him up from the spot of the foul, 10 yards, and that'll put it down to the 47-yard line with just 10 minutes remaining now in the first quarter. And it stays first down, but it's 1st and 20.
Yeah, it's something in there.
17.
18.
18. Okay. Holmes has got 2 backs behind him. Chris Fraley, who does a lot of blocking for Darian Peoples.
Comes the blitz.
Oh, they see it coming. You saw the backs checking on it. Here we go. Oh, he just missed him, and Holmes airs it out long. Single coverage off the hands of the receiver, which is Jason Bordelmay. And no good. Off his hands, and away it goes. But how close were we on that blitz?
Ernest Bryan on the blitz had Holmberg in his sights, and basically the muzzle got stuck.
There it is. You can see it. Look, he's crawling after him. 6 inches.
Just dove, and Holmes got out of the way somehow. Holmberg.
And good coverage, by the way, by Quinn Durrett, number 19.
Yeah. Pass falls. Bordelmay cannot hold on to it.
All right, so we'll have a 2nd and 18 for the Golden Bears, and they'll use the I formation this time. The up back is Fraley, and the deep back is Peoples. And it's a delay to Peoples. He takes the ball, tries to find a hole, and he's dropped right. Salento Hudson grabbed his shoe tops about the 45-yard line, helped bring him down.
Hudson slowed him down, and Effiong jumped on his back, and we've got major pain on the offensive line there. That's number 75, Jerome.
79 maybe? Paul Kent? Yeah, Paul Kent, it looks like.
I think somebody came on this. Maybe we can get on a replay. Somebody might have come down on top of his knee. And he's lined up either in the left guard or the left tackle position. He's the left tackle, 79 top of your screen. And he'll come in here eventually. There he is right there. Oh, jeez. Jeez, his leg. That's devastating.
Ouch.
Watch it again.
Ooh, look at this replay, folks.
Hudson.
Oh.
His ankle stuck under Salento, and there goes the leg. Wow. That hurts to watch.
It sure does. All right, there's a severe injury on the field. And we'll take a little break here with no score, just under 10 minutes in the first quarter remaining. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Does it seem like once you apply for a loan, it's hard to get your bank off the dime? Well, Integra Bank has quick turnaround because we know you want a fast answer. And before you know it, you've got the loan you need for times like these. Loans are a dime a dozen, but a good rate is hard to find. Unless you go someplace where the rates are always good, like Integra Bank. Yep, when people see us, they stop on a dime because we've got the loans and rates you need for times like these.
What is this? I thought we won. I guess we didn't.
And we are back, and the injury still is being administered to down by the trainers on the field, Chris.
That'd be me. Sorry about that. He's not going to get up for a while. And that was one devastating leg. We're going to keep it here. Watch on the replay. That's number 79 for Kutztown, Paul Kent, the junior offensive tackle from West Lane Secondary. He's from Niagara Falls, Ontario. And you'll see top of your screen, he's playing left tackle, guarding Antonio F. Young. And Peoples with the running. Watch Salento Hudson. His foot gets trapped under Salento. It's his right leg. His foot's trapped, and his body keeps going.
Ooh.
Ouch. And it might be the knee. Wow.
You almost hope it's just a broken bone, not the knee.
That's his leg is just wobbling at that point. That hurts.
All right, well, we do have a lot of activities
yes, we
coming
do.
up here at California.
Coming up here at California. Both of Cal's hardworking soccer teams under veteran head coach Dennis Lasky picked up big wins this week, and both teams are also here at Kutztown this fine fall afternoon in quest of PSAC gold. Last Wednesday, the men's team upset defending NAIA national champion West Virginia Wesleyan on the road 2-1 as Omar McPherson scored 2 goals. Last Thursday, the Lady Vulcans whipped Geneva at home by a 6-0 score. Kathy Posky and Jen Fry each scored twice, while seniors Sherry Valera and Kim Kottmeyer also scored as Cal won for the 3rd time in their past 4 games. Both teams host PSAC Power Lockhaven this Wednesday at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And if you're not doing anything, it's a good time. Come up and watch the soccer teams.
You bet.
I like it. It's a good time.
Coach Lasky's squad's always very well represented. And Coach Lasky, congratulations on being chosen for the Umbro team, which will be picking All-Americans and players from our area that will be trying out in various postseason tournaments.
Should be great. Should be great. We need more postseason tournaments in the PSAC.
We sure do. All right, we still have this injured player down, Paul Kent, so we're going to take a little break here as the ambulance comes out to the field, and we're going to take a little break again, and we'll be back with more. There is no score here at Kutztown, 9:20 remaining in the first quarter, and you're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Uniontown Holiday Inn, owned by Crown American Hotels, is the perfect place for a family getaway. The Uniontown Holiday Inn offers more than just comfortable rooms. There's great food and all kinds of family fun in the Holodome Indoor Recreation Center. And when everything quiets down, there's even something special for Mom and Dad. Remember, kids and grandkids eat, stay, and play free. The Uniontown Holiday Inn, the official hotel for family fun.
Are you tired of the daily traffic congestion? Constantly not being able to find a parking space when you need it most? And always having to rush because you arrive late to work or school and don't want to miss that first class of the day? Why Why not let the Mon Valley Transit Authority help you? We have routes all over the Mon Valley and into downtown Pittsburgh. For schedules and information, please call the Mon Valley Transit Authority at 489-0880. We're moving in the mid-Mon Valley.
All right, we're getting some final treatment here as Paul Kent, the 6'4", 275-pound junior, has the air cast on the leg. And, they're going to be putting him on the stretcher and taking him away by ambulance. They'll head out for the hospital, I'm sure, for some x-rays and treatment as well. We had a nice crowd travel up here today, Chris, from home. Dr. Armenti and his lovely wife, Barbara,
Has he ever
First
missed?
Lady.
Have they ever missed a game?
I don't think so.
There's too many Vulcan football games. Well, there are too many Vulcan football games. You get 11 games a year. That's the best. It's one thing about football is you have to savor every game because, unlike basketball season or baseball season, well, there'll be a game Wednesday or there'll be a game Saturday. I'll go to that one. But with football, you get 11 games, possibly a postseason game or two.
And I'm supposed to mention, to
Go ahead.
Larry Lancaster's wife, who's watching. Yes, Larry did come with us. He's here. We'll get a picture of him sometime during the day today. It's proof positive.
Did you run out of gas on the way up?
No, we didn't run out of gas. I
Man.
heard you had an interesting trip up.
Yeah, we got a brand new television truck with a gas gauge. It doesn't work.
Said full, right?
Yeah, said full. Or maybe that was us. We were just the fools. But
No.
you get stuck in the middle of the Pennsylvania Turnpike at 2 a.m. and there's no gas station around. You don't get too much sleep. But nonetheless, it's been a pretty good trip. Hopefully we can get a nice ride home, savoring a Vulcan victory.
And I'll tell you, this does have a complexion on the game, this injury. When you're geeked up, you're ready to play, you get out there, you hit each other a few times. It's only the second series for Kutztown, and we've had about a 20-minute break here, 15 to 20-minute break. And no pun intended there when I say break, but Paul Kent, we certainly wish him the best. We hope it's just a strain or something like that, but unfortunately I don't think so. That air cast came out awful quick.
Yeah, and trying to get the shoulder pads off, get him in the ambulance and get him to the hospital ASAP.
And we have both teams now who've had this little bit of a break to kind of cool off a little bit and chill down, and we'll see what happens now. Let's hope this doesn't really have much of a bearing on the contest.
Last week's Lady Vulcans and Vulcans of the Week: Sherry M. Bowen from women's volleyball, Kevin Anderson from men's cross country, Aaron McVeigh, Brownsville, I think Brownsville, from women's cross country, Denise Hand, is that it? From women's soccer.
Yep.
Neo Henahan from men's soccer, Chrissy Starkey from women's tennis, and Ernesto O'Kane, the Vulcan football player of the week, as you see in the middle of your screen there, in the red jacket and in the gray hair, the silver hair, if you will.
Silver, right. When you're president, it's silver.
It's silver.
Me, I have gray hair.
Dr. Armeni and his wife Barbara to the left of him. And
we
did
have,
Dr. Bird make the trip?
Yes, he's on the sideline over here with Dr. Lancaster.
Oh, he's on the sideline.
On the sideline to the far left here. As
when
we
you're vice president, you get to stroll the side.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the president could go down there and call the plays if he'd like. He's the boss man.
Well, the Kavanaugh family's in attendance somewhere. I don't know where they are, but they gave me a Rice Krispie cookie at the beginning of the game, so very good.
Well, we had an alumni gathering out here, and it was nice to see Coach Wayne Boyd, who was on the 58 undefeated team at California. He was back, and he was a really successful high school football and wrestling coach at Pocono Mountain High School in Tannersville area. And I want to tell you, Toby Head, I should say. And boy, I'll tell you, he was here and he was raring and ready to go. And we got to beat these Bears. I said, okay, coach, way to go.
I'd like to thank everybody here at Kutztown. This is a very good setup for us. They help us out a lot. They do pretty good work helping the media here, and I'd like to extend thanks to them.
Matt, the RSID, does a phenomenal job here. He's a very, very talented young man in his field, and we certainly are very happy to be able to take advantage of all of the benefits that he provides for us.
Don't forget, next Saturday, California on the road again, visiting Slippery Rock, and that's their homecoming. But the California Slippery Rock, always a good football game, always a good contest.
All right, we still are loading up the ambulance here, and we're going to take one more break, I think, Chris. There's no score in this contest with 9:20 remaining in the first quarter. Paul Flores and Chris Austin here, and you're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
One problem with contact lenses is all too familiar: cleaning them. So Johnson & Johnson created the lens you never clean, AccuView, the first disposable contact lens. Now the best solution is no solution, AccuView.
The best solution for disposable contacts is this fantastic package. A complete exam, fitting, and 3-month supply for just $99 at 2 locations, Uniontown Eye Clinic and Martinelli Eye Clinic, Charleroi.
Since 1923, Brownsville Ace Hardware has been providing the area with the best selection, a knowledgeable staff, and great services, such as free delivery. You can depend on Brownsville Ace for all your gardening needs, paints, plumbing, hardware, and electrical supplies. Keep watching your mail for your monthly circulars. Brownsville Ace Hardware, 8 Water Street, Brownsville. Have a problem or question? Call 785-4100.
And there goes the ambulance. Something crossing the goal line today. Nothing to score here. Of course, California's had 2 possessions, and this is Kutztown's second possession of the game.
Hello.
And we are ready to go. Back to play now as Rob Holmes gets his Golden Bear set. Here's a drop straight back. He looks downfield. He kind of rolls out to the right, airs one out very long, intended for number 10, and it's intercepted.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
What is the flag? I want to see this.
Dez did have a hand on it, but he was going for the football. And if he gets a hand on the football, unless you have a hand on the receiver first, well, that's a phenomenal catch by Des McLewis. Watch this play here on the replay. I don't know. He might have had a hand on the helmet. Too close to call.
Oh.
Man.
Oh, brother. You are kidding me. Both men going for the ball that time. Absolutely both going for the ball. And you can tell that because Desmond came down with it. You know, I mean, you don't hit a guy and then make a catch like that. You have to be going for the ball all the way out.
That does a lot for somebody's mental morale at this point. I mean, Des came down with that football, and he made excellent coverage. It was a close call. I mean, you really can't tell with the camera angle. And even watching it live, it was really tough. But pass interference, nonetheless called against number 25. They should just give it to him just for making that catch. That was a phenomenal catch. Did you kill the bee?
They're all over the place here, folks. Well, I guess where you're going to have bears, you're going to have bees, right, honey? Something like that.
Oh my God. Get the gun.
All right, here we go now. And this bee is right in front of our window here. We're going to have to take care of them, I'm afraid. Oh, there's 2 of them. They're brothers.
There we go.
Out of here. Over and out. All right, there's the play up the gut. And Peoples with the carry, Darian Peoples. And he'll pick up a couple of yards. But, you know, along with that penalty, the yardage was not the key. It was the 1st and 10 that really hurt you on that call. There's Peoples up the middle, as you see. And there's Loudon. Jeff Loudon makes first contact with him. And then he's helped by several others.
Johnny Bolin just limped off the field. He was playing with an ankle injury. He hurt himself a couple of weeks ago. And we thought he'd come back, and see what they're looking at him now on the sidelines.
All right, we've got an unusual formation with a slot over here to the left side, or right side, I should say. Peoples gets the ball. Studi bought it right block, and as he makes the turn, he heads for the end zone, and he's going to get in. Darian Peoples with the first score of the game.
I tell you what, whoever came down and made the block on Ernest Bryant did a fantastic job. But maybe on the replay, there was some good blocking by the Golden Bear offensive line to come down and smash on the Vulcan linebackers coming into football. And Peoples with good speed turned it on around the corner and gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, we'll get the placement attempt now by the Emerson Johnson, number 37. And the holder is number 16, Tom Holsiak. Waiting for the snap now, 6-0. There's a snap, the placement, it's up in the air, and it is good. That makes it 7-0. Bears lead the Vulcans. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
There's a block up ahead, touchdown Cal.
Hot eats, cool treats at Dairy Queen.
After that big game in Vulcan territory, be sure to stop by the newly remodeled California Dairy Queen. Open all year round, 7 days a week, a banana split or an ice cream sundae is sure to hit the spot. It's a great place to go for a tasty treat in California and get together after the game.
Hot eats, cool treats, we treat you right.
Extreme mountain biking, 45 miles an hour.
Did it.
65 miles an hour.
Done it.
Blindfolded.
Been there.
Then a 4,000-foot vertical drop.
Tried that.
All while slamming a dew. Nothing's more intense than slamming Mountain Dew. Oh yeah, no shoot. Just kidding.
Decent.
7-0 the score. Golden Bears draw first blood today as Johnson is ready to kick off, and back deep to receive as usual, Darrell Hughes. And here's the kick, and it'll head down toward the goal line this time. Matter of fact, into the end zone. Hughes will catch it about 7 yards into the end zone. It goes out the back, and California will get the ball underway at the 20-yard line.
There's the replay of the touchdown coming up, and 22 Ernest Bryant's going to come down, and he's going to get blocked. You make the call. He'll be coming from the right-hand corner of your screen. There, look, gets the clip, and then he gets tripped up. And he's the guy supposed to make the tackle. And when that happens, you get the blockers downfield. Quinn DeRed can't catch him. 6 for the Bears.
All right, let's see if the Vulcans can get themselves going here. They haven't had too much success offensively
It's
here.
time to complete a pass is what it's time for, Coach. Let's get this ball moving. We got Keith Miller lined up at fullback for the first time.
And one thing we mentioned, they're going to look away from Mobley if they can. There goes Ash in motion out to the right side. Kavanaugh drops back, looks towards Ash, and he's hit and dropped. Big hit by number 55, Ryan Holmes, a junior, 6'1", 220 from Philadelphia.
There's a nice tackle. Second sack of the day now for the Golden Bears, and there's no way Brian can get around it. And you notice Justin Spangler's not blocking anybody. I don't know if that was his call or if the linebacker came on a delayed blitz.
All right, 2nd and 15 now.
Defensive end, rather.
Hughes in motion out to the left. Here's a handoff up the middle. And it goes to number 6, Keith Miller, for his first carry of the year.
And already grabs his hand. He's got the big on his right wrist. He broke his hand earlier. He only picks up a couple of those, bring up 3rd and about 11 and a half.
All right, Ash comes into the huddle, and Ernesto O'Kane leaves. We still have Miller lining up in that fullback position, a spot that he won at the end of summer camp, but due to the injury has been unable to play. And here's Kavanaugh, lots of time now as he's going to tuck and go up the middle himself as he looks across the 25-yard line, maybe out to the 27. It's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, nobody covered. Everybody's covered at that point, going out on the out points. Kavanaugh saw nobody, saw a little bit of daylight, and he had luck with it last week. But that was in the rain, and you have defenders slipping and tripping.
Loudon is back, and along with him to receive is John Mobley, who's a linebacker by trade.
Very good trade.
And here's the kick, and it's over towards Mobley. Catches it on the run this time, and nice tackle made right there.
Ray Warmack on the tackle as the flag is thrown in. And can we play an away game without 20 million flags? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but this one should be marked off against Kutztown.
28-yard punt, 3-yard return.
3-yard return as the pursuit from California was
holding.
Just devastating. All right, illegal block in the back probably. Something like that.
Hold
isn't
call
that the favorite call on kicks and punts and stuff?
Sure.
So we'll march back a few more yards, and this may be the deepest start that Kutztown has had with the ball. Inside the 40, about the 37-yard line. And this is the worst field position they started with today.
Either team has yet to complete a first down, though. Kutztown scored on the long run. You've had first downs on penalties, but you haven't earned a first down yet.
All right, Rob Holmes. Chris Fraley in the backfield with Darian Peoples. And we have a man in motion, Tony Reynolds. Holmes drops back, he looks over, and he gets it to Peoples, who's dropped on a beautiful tackle. Deep in the backfield is
Kevin Montini.
And Montini did a great job of shaking off the blocker, Chris.
Yeah, the nice pressure by Warmack to come in. I checked that, Aaron Hutter. And Holmes is forced to get rid of the football quickly, and Montini with a sneak coverage. And there's Peoples off the block. Get there, and Montini eyes him up and lays him out. Bam.
Great tackle.
Loss of 7 yards, bring up 2nd and 17 for Kutztown.
Montini went around Charlie Simon, 54, the right guard, like he wasn't there. All right, deeper now as we go to 2nd and 17. Holmes is back to throw. He looks downfield and he overshoots his receiver. And, you know, it's intended for Justin Bordelmay. Good coverage provided there by the Vulcans.
And Des McLewis definitely on the coverage. If Holmes, you know, threads the basket, he might catch the football, and Des will bring him right to the ground, but Holmes a little shaken already. 4-year starter. I believe Holmes is only a junior, and he is, and he was here. He was the starting quarterback as a freshman 2 years ago and started last year against Cal at Cal. California lost that game 46-14. And I think it was 92. Kutztown came to California, and they were beating California 30-3 or 33-3 at halftime, and we ended up tying that football game. So yet looking for our first win against the Bears.
Rob Holmes, that quarterback. He's got Fraley and Peoples deep, and Peoples goes down and out here to the left, and it passes over to Peoples. Closing in on him are 3 or 4 of the Vulcans, but you can go east and west all you want. It's north and south that counts, and he was able to pick up maybe 7 yards on that catch, but it's still going to be a 4th and about 10.
Harry Jackson makes the tackle for the California Vulcans, and he was the initial man in coverage, and Peoples tried to evade him, if you will. And notice Peoples wide open. Here comes Jackson up, and Peoples, I'll run left. And Harry Jackson ends up running him down.
All right, here's the punt by Tim Delaney, and Hughes runs up to make the catch, and he makes it, and he's creamed at the 30-yard line. But, you know, he's got to make that catch.
Absolutely.
If he misses that catch, the ball rolls down and maybe inside the 5 or 10. So at least he took a hit, but at least the Vulcans are starting with just a tad of breathing room in this 3rd series.
Sure. See if we can. We're still looking to move that football. Kutztown playing devastating defense. Watch the hit. Bam. But Dink's up. There's Sweat.
Good thing Dink doesn't have to run off the field. Gives him 5 more seconds to collect his thoughts after a shot like that. All right, 2 backs in the backfield. We have Miller and Ash, and Hughes goes in motion. Misdirection play to Taryn Ash, and he does not get tricked defensively. It's Keith Boosum. Boosum, the outside linebacker, taking the place of Lucas, who moved up to defensive end.
Kutztown does swarm to the football, and they've done a fantastic job not only swarming to football, but swarming to Kavanaugh when he drops back. Kevin Mitchell on that last play got up and limped back to the huddle. He's playing, I believe, playing guard at this point, because new center for the California Vulcans, number 66, Jim Jones.
Ryan Kavanaugh has Ash in motion out to the right. Drops back and looks downfield. It's a quick check off to Miller. Miller tries to break 1 tackle, and he's hit and dropped. And another 2 guys fall on him, and no flag.
No flag.
We have a flag, though. I believe they're going to say Ash might have turned upfield a little too soon, maybe.
That, you know, wow.
See him take a step or 2 forward before the snap.
Just cannot seem to get things going.
Well, they're going to take it. They're going to turn it down. They turn it down. They got a loss anyway. So, yep, motion, illegal motion. Turn down.
And down. So far, 2 plays, 2 hits in 3 plays.
3rd down and 12 in California. Not passing game non-existent here in the 1st quarter. We're down to 3:40.
Well, the running game as well. I mean, we're still looking for that first down, Coach.
Lots of play here in Vulcan territory in this 1st quarter.
The defense seems to be confused on the Kutztown part.
Will he get the snap off in motion? Yeah, no he doesn't. He waited just a little too long. As the clock expired, as you can see, it's on 0, and when it says 0, we're going to get it marched back 5 more yards.
Delay of game against California. 5-yard penalty.
You know, they were up to the line of scrimmage soon enough.
3rd down and 17.
Just slow getting the call off there.
Truckload of patience on that sideline. The man in the glasses and the black jersey, coach was talking about bringing out the old shades. First day game of the year.
All right, in motion goes Ash, out to the right. Kavanaugh drops back, looks away, looks downfield, lets it fly, and it's intercepted by none other than John Mobley. He's at the 30, 25-20, cuts back towards the center of the field, breaks the tackle, he'll go in all the way. John Mobley. This guy's got pro written all over him.
That was a fantastic play. There's no question about that. Mobley just come out of nowhere. And Kavanaugh, after an extremely slow start this afternoon,
here, watch
Mobley's showing blitz, and then he drops back right there at the top of the screen. Kavanaugh doesn't even think about it. Mitchell's looking to block him, and where does he end up? He ends up with a football right there. Artice was open too. What a play.
There's the man of the hour, John Mobley. That makes the score 13-0 with the kick here to follow, and the kick will be made by Emerson Johnson. It's down and up and good. 14-0 the score. The Golden Bears lead with 2:52 remaining in the first quarter. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Does it seem like once you apply for a loan, it's hard to get your bank off the dime? Well, Integra Bank has quick turnaround because we know you want a fast answer. And before you know it, you've got the loan you need for times like these. Loans are a dime a dozen, but a good rate is hard to find. Unless you go someplace where the rates are always good, like Integra Bank. Yep, when people see us, they stop on a dime because we've got the loans and rates you need for times like these.
What is this? I thought we won. I guess we didn't.
All right, we're back and ready for the kick. Emerson Johnson. This is getting to be a habit we don't care for too much. Long kick again, back down towards the goal line. Hughes takes it, heads upfield. We need him to break along. When
there it is, there's the hole.
Blocking. There's a hole and some blocking in front of him. He gets back to the 30-yard line. Nice run back by Dake Hughes.
It looks like he's thinking to himself, man, what's going on with my offense? There's Mobley at the top of the screen showing blitz, drops back, he'll pick it off, and that will follow with a fantastic return.
See, part of the problem is Hartice was open, and Kavanaugh watched the receiver all the way, not looking across the field for the coverage area. Mobley dropping back, that was an easy pick for him, and just some nice running back through everybody. Now you can see why he runs the punts back.
Abso-smurfly.
All right, we still have Kavanaugh quarterback here.
There he is.
In motion goes Hughes. He drops back, looks downfield, got to let it go, and he does, and he throws it to Hughes, who had a man all over him.
No flag.
Unbelievable. Ryan Holmes, number 55, was all over the receiver.
He frisked him twice. He wasn't past the line of scrimmage yet, so.
He frisked him twice, though.
I mean, Dick acting as a blocker at that point. 2nd and 10 now for California.
All right, 2:37 remaining in the first quarter. 14-0, the Bears lead. We need to get one to Simpson here. We need to do something with our wideouts. Here we go.
Look at how tight.
In motion goes Ash.
Quarterbacks line up nose to nose.
There he goes, the Hartice long off his hands.
There's the flag, though. He did touch him. I saw the bump. And at this point, we'll take it. No question about it. I think the referee kind of still trying to give one after the Desmond Lewis interception. Pass interference. He almost paused for a second and lose short breath thinking he's going to point in white direction.
Could they go the other direction? That's what you're thinking here on the road, especially after playing a couple of games in West Virginia this year.
10-yard gain, though, for California. Watching the replay. Hartice is indeed bumped going down the line.
Kavanaugh with a shorter drop that time and trying to time it and air it out deep and have Hartice beat the man and run under it.
Bump before the replay could get there.
Yep, that was Terry Owens, number 43, guilty of that infraction. Number 43, the cornerback for the Golden Bears. And this is I think, the deepest penetration the Vulcans have had. They're at the 45-yard line.
Secondary lines up nose to nose.
All All right, here's a handoff to Hughes, and Hughes cannot make the turn.
It's a fantastic tackle. Kutztown's defensive player number 36, Keith Bosom, comes up. Sophomore outside linebacker from Harleysville, PA. Think only gets 2, though.
But we've got to get him about 3 or 4 yards beyond the line of scrimmage.
Watch Harley come up. Just brings him right down. Dink has no room to move or cut back.
Well, we just like to see the Vulcans get across midfield here in this drive. Get a little better field position for starting. Kavanaugh back, looks downfield, and he's being chased from behind, which he doesn't know about, I'm sure. And here comes the hit. 48-yard line, down he goes.
And Brian thought for a second about dipping that shoulder, then he read number 9. And he almost says, nah, I'll take the knee.
Here's the replay, as you see. He starts out here towards the camera.
When Mobley was coming up on the fly, too.
And look at 55 chasing him from behind here.
That's Holmes. And if it's not Holmes, it's Mobley that you hear.
All right, he pauses for a second, goes down we go. Down, 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 down.
3rd and 8, California.
Need to air one out long here. Let's go to a wide out once in a while, guys. Oh, and he's tripped up and dropped down for a loss of about 5. Number 57, Jerry Lucas, who is now at a defensive end position instead of linebacker. Also back deep, you know, we keep mentioning John Mobley's name, but James Reimert is back there. But James says, look, my main man's doing such a good job over there. Let's let him take it. John Mobley. Here's the kick now from Loudon, and I'd kick it over to the other guy. Okay, good choice. Here we go. And here's Reimert, as we mentioned. He takes the ball, and he heads upfield and makes about 4 yards. I'd kick it to him the rest of the night, wouldn't you? Day, afternoon, whatever.
Picked up 6 yards.
Wow.
Hutter in there on the tackle. So this is, well, we keep having Kutztown start deeper and deeper and deeper. But they seem to be getting the same result in the last couple of possessions.
Well, they only have 1 offensive touchdown, and it was on a lucky block, is what it was. Hudson, man, just I'm sick of saying 9, and it's still the first quarter. I'm sorry, but he just lined Salento up. Salento doesn't take it though.
Peoples a single back in the backfield now as we have Holmes go back. He fakes to him, looks for the down and out, throws into an open area. Justin Bordelme makes the catch across the 37-yard line.
Inside linebackers line up on that play. Interesting, it was Wensing as well as Montini, and it's almost as if the Vulcans were reading pass. They're more of the pass-oriented kind of running backs. And if Wensing is 1 step more to the left, he picks this football off. See, he goes right past him.
Nice catch by Bordelme, who was a senior. I remember that fella killing us as well years gone by.
Give me the last play of the first quarter, though.
All right, 3-2-1, and that is the end of the first quarter. It's 14-0 as the Bears lead the Vulcans. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Uniontown Holiday Inn, owned by Crown American Hotels, is the perfect place for a family getaway. The Uniontown Holiday Inn offers more than just comfortable rooms. There's great food and all kinds of family fun in the Holodome Indoor Recreation Center. And when everything quiets down, there's even something special for Mom and Dad. Remember, kids and grandkids eat, stay, and play free. The Uniontown Holiday Inn, the official hotel for family fun.
Are you tired of the daily traffic congestion? Constantly not being able to find a parking space when you need it most? And always having to rush because you arrive late to work or school and don't want to miss that first class of the day? Why not let the Mon Valley Transit Authority help you? We have routes all over the Mon Valley and into downtown Pittsburgh. For schedules and information, please call the Mon Valley Transit Authority at 489-0880. We're moving in the mid-Mon Valley.
Back to live play here, and you can see that Holmes takes the ball, hands it to Peoples, tries this left side, and he gets around Des McLewis, picks up a nice gain, down close to first down.
Des McLewis coming up, and he's got to make sure that he keeps Peoples turned inside. I mean, he's got backside pursuit coming from Warmack, And Des takes one step, stops, tries to come up and make the hit. And when you do that, Peoples just turns on the guns and gets outside him. You don't want that to happen because if he turns the corner, that's bad. But fortunately, Des was able to run him out of bounds. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Rob Holmes and the Kutztown Bears leading 14-0. Just the second quarter underway. And there's Peoples, tries the middle this time. He'll get out about, 5 yards or so, out to about midfield for a first down.
They only need 1, they got 5. And right now the Kutztown offense starting to gel. For the California Vulcans, still looking for that first down on offensive plays alone.
Look at that hole. Wow. Big hole.
First and 10 on midfield.
Peoples is the deep back. Fraley is slotted over to the right side. California jumps offside. Here's Peoples with the ball and doesn't get a whole lot, a couple, 2-3 yards before he's brought down, but we have flags on the field.
I think the man that jumped offside was also the man that made the initial stop, number 99, John Baborny. Baborny jumped, and here he comes. He'll make the hit.
Offside against California.
I'll move the ball 5 yards more and remain first down
and 5
for California. So now, instead of starting off slow on the offense, we're starting to shoot ourselves in the foot on defense.
Spence comes back in to anchor that defensive line.
Spence as well as Corey Gator, as Bolin and Vibordi come off to the sideline.
First down and 5 for the Golden Bears.
And just about every inside defensive tackle has suffered some sort of injury already this year.
Fraley slotted inside Bordelmay. And of course the back behind quarterback Rob Holmes is Darian Peoples. Holmes drops back, looks across the middle of the field. Nice throw and a catch by Bordelmay. Oh, they're going to say no, he dropped it.
He did.
Okay, looked like he had it and made the turn, but when he hit the ground, the ball must have popped out a little bit.
It's almost a great adjustment by Bordelmay to come up and catch the football.
Christine Siles on the sideline. Chris?
Two early scores by Kutztown, taking the wind out of California's sails here early. Coach K telling the defense they got to pick it up. They got to force Kutztown into a 3-and-out situation. Coach Donnelly talking to the office, asking them, what can we do? Here's the time. We got to get something going now. Chris, Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Christine. Holmes again. We need a stopper here by the Vulcans, and there's Peoples skirting the outside and turning upfield. And he picks up a nice gain. Looks as though it's going to be enough for the first down. We'll see where they mark the knee.
It's going to be close. Nice
first down.
Nice behind the back tackle by Aaron Hutter there. As he got past Hutter, but Aaron didn't let up, turned around and pulled him down. It's Peoples, he likes to juke in and then juke back out. Watch, turn it in, now turn it out. Turn it in, turn it out. He gets by Hutter, but Hutter pulls him down from behind. Nonetheless, still enough for the first down.
But the Bears on the march at the 38-yard line of the Vulcans. 13-40, 14-0 to score. I'm seeing enough of Peoples here today, too. He got the ball again, and Hutter, among others, make a hit there, and he doesn't get a whole lot as he tries the left side of the line.
Time John Bolin on the stop.
Effie on.
Running right at Viborny. It's Bolin that makes the tackle, as well as, again, number 12, Aaron Hutter. Aaron Hutter is a sophomore linebacker from Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, and Mount Pleasant had a festival of time with Brownsville High School last night. That's the CUTV High School game of the week.
All right, quarterback Holmes all set to make the snap here as we are at 2nd and 9.
Comes the blitz.
Looks downfield. It's a timing pattern, and he pushes off. Ball was thrown deep. The receiver cuts toward the center of the field.
That's fun to see, isn't it?
Jeez.
Especially when it's not happened to you at this point in the football game.
Yeah. And I don't know, did you notice Bortle may give Desmick a shove to try to get himself open? I wonder if the official saw that.
Are you playing favorites over here?
Well, watch this. We get a chance, no?
Here, the blitz was coming. Holmes gets it away. And again, number 12, Aaron Hutter, applying outside pressure, coming with the cornerback.
Now watch the push here if you can see it. See him push off with the My goodness.
The ball was uncatchable, so there's no flag.
Sure.
So was the one Desmond caught, too,
That's
and
right.
somehow he managed to pull that one in. We're down to 2 seconds on the play clock, and Kutztown's going to call timeout.
Timeout for Kutztown. Well, we need something here. We need a defensive stop, and we need some offense, folks. That's what we need.
Don't forget, folks, there are 3 3 home football games remaining this exciting fall, and the Vulcans' next home action will be on October 7th, Saturday night. Family night showdown with Indiana. 7 p.m. start. The 1995 homecoming will be 2 weeks later on Saturday, October 21st against the Golden Eagles of Clarion, while the home finale, Hall of Fame and Senior Night, will be on November 4th against the Red Raiders of Shippensburg at 7 p.m. Those Raiders still in Shippensburg. For ticket information, call 938-4351 and come catch the Vulcans, as they say, in a whole new light. And catch the
Chris,
Kutztown
give us,
cheerleaders.
as a program note here, give us some times for News Center.
CUTV News Center, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 5 and 11:30, and Fridays at 6:30. Highlights from the Vulcan games, area high school games. That's the sports report. So,
all right. I don't know who does that.
That sports report is just one hand better.
One hand, okay.
One hand better.
3rd and 9 situation here, and we need a stop on
Long
this play
shot.
for the Vulcans. And there's Holmes dropping back, looks downfield. It's a timing pass downfield, throws, and no good. And here again, the receiver had a hand on the defensive man. No call.
Does stay in step for step with with Kutztown on the receiving there. It's number 10, Tony Reynolds, but brings up a 4th down situation, and again, Dink Hughes standing back now at his own 10-yard line.
Punter is Tim Delaney.
You mean Mobley doesn't punt?
No, he's selling popcorn in the stands right now, though.
I don't think so.
All right, here we go. Here's a snap, and it's down. Delaney gets it away. It's an end over end, and it's going to bounce and roll. Get to the goal line, please. No, it doesn't.
Oh, wow.
Perfect job of downing the ball at the 1-yard line for Kutztown. And you just can't do that. You got to run up and field it. You got to field the punt.
California playing its first Saturday afternoon game here this year. Kutztown playing their first home game. They're 0-2 coming into the game. They lost to West Virginia Wesleyan as well as nationally ranked New Haven, and New Haven defeated IUP at Indiana last Saturday. And IUP, coach, dropped out of the national rankings, and that's always fun to hear.
First time in what? Probably 4 or 5 years.
First time this decade, if you will, yeah.
Okay.
That's just good news.
Quarterback Brian Kavanaugh starts with his feet in the end zone, drops back, looks to throw a quick one. It's a timing pass downfield to Simpson. He makes the catch, but he's out of bounds.
No flag. Is that good coverage?
We'll take a look here. But the thing to remember, I guess, is that he's throwing from the end zone, and he's got to make a quick decision and unload the ball.
Well, that's the timing pattern, the 20-step.
Here it is.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, turn, 20 yards downfield, and that's where Simpson should be. And he's 25. Makes a catch, I mean, but...
All right, Miller may have to throw a block here. Dink Hughes goes in motion out to the left side. Kavanaugh goes back, and here's a screen pass to Miller, and he picks up enough for the first down, it appears. Yes, it is. Great play, gutsy call, screen pass in the end zone.
Keith Miller's got to be itching for the football. The man has sat on the sidelines the first 3 weeks going, when do I get to play, And the bad part about it is 2 of those games have been in front of home crowds. Keith's just right over the horizon. He's from Beth Center, and he's going to be well. You know he's going to be filling stands, so you know he wants this football. And I think at this point, freshest legs on the team.
14-0 to score, but the Vulcans sure would like to put him within 1 strike. Here's a quick pass out, tipped in the air. Is it intercepted? The man grabs another one. What reactions by John Mobley.
He grabbed that football and brought it in like it was nothing. What a pickoff.
Well, Kutztown starts from the 16-yard line. Unbelievable.
That's one fantastic football player.
And who says one man can't make a difference, huh? This man has been the Kutztown game so far.
Watch this interception. Mobley,
look, leans back, twists back, grabs it one-handed, pulls it in. Unbelievable.
You just don't do that.
You know, wide receivers have a hard time. Lynn Swan had a hard time doing that. Here's Peoples heading out towards the right, and he's got blocking galore, and about a 9-yard gain for Peoples. Tackle made by Welsh, I believe, after he was blocked for a while by Bordelmay.
Des McLewis, got off the block, and Good run.
8 yards on the play for Peoples. 2nd and 2 for Kutztown to California 8.
Down to the 8-yard line. Watch this, folks. Some good blocking in there as well.
It's going to be, I think, Desmond Lewis eyes him up and flips him over.
Lewis, right.
Yeah, Desmond making too many tackles already.
All right, here's the handoff. Peoples tries the center, cuts back towards the right, gets inside the 5-yard line. First down.
Effie Young and John Boltland combine on the tackle. And here comes
the beef squad.
Yeah, to say the least, 5 new guys. 4 as McCray turns and runs off the field.
Gain of 5 yards on the play.
Darius Johnson, rather.
Goal for the Golden Bears at the 3.
So 1st and 10 for Kutztown. Ball's spotted at the 2-yard line, 3-yard line.
Bordelme brings a play into the huddle for Rob Holmes. Peoples in the backfield along with Chris Fraley. Here's a handoff to Peoples. He dives and gets across the end zone. Gets across the goal line, I should say, for the score. There's a flag. There'll be some, somebody said something down there.
Well, all the helmets are on, and that's usually the first indication of a flag after a touchdown. And touchdown, dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Kutztown.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Kutztown.
Too much celebrating or something.
Something like your mother says army boots, or your mother wears army boots, or something like that.
Too much celebration, probably. I don't know. They're saying that you. Well, unsportsmanlike.
Well, it'll be assessed on the kickoff.
The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Number 37, Emerson Johnson, in to attempt the point after for Kutztown.
And Johnson is perfect.
Yeah, he is.
Extra points
I don't
here.
think he's ever missed an extra point.
I don't think ever.
Since the 3rd grade.
Maybe.
Can only hope.
And here's the snap.
There's no doubt in my mind he'll make this.
It's up and it's good. 21-0 to score. Bears lead the Vulcans. 10:50 remaining here, 2 to the Vulcans Sports Network.
One problem with contact lenses is all too familiar, cleaning them. So Johnson & Johnson created the lens you never clean, AccuView, the first disposable contact lens. Now the best solution is no solution, AccuView.
The best solution for disposable contacts is this fantastic package. A complete exam, fitting, and 3-month supply for just $99 at 2 locations, Uniontown Eye Clinic and Martinelli Eye Clinic, Charleroi.
5-year.
Since 1923, Brownsville Ace Hardware has been providing the area with the best selection, a knowledgeable staff, and great services, such as free delivery. You can depend on Brownsville Ace for all your gardening needs, paints, plumbing, hardware, and electrical supplies. Keep watching your mail for your monthly circulars. Brownsville Ace Hardware, 8 Water Street, Brownsville. Have a problem or question? Call 785-4100.
Penalty marked off here on the kickoff, so barring, the barn burning down, the Vulcans should get good field position. Start here, and see any changes on the sideline? Anybody new warming up over there, Chris?
Yep, Kavanaugh's got his helmet on. Bennett's got his baseball cap on. Let's look for some razzle-dazzle. That's what we need. We need that special play.
Johnson kicks this one down, be fielded about the 25-yard line by Dink Hughes. Heads straight up the middle and breaks it off to the right and is wrapped up and brought down by Ron Hummer, number 49.
Credit this Golden Bear defense. They hit, wrap, and flatten. That's just borderline, and that is the name of the game on defense. Kick team, punt team, whatever.
Here's the touchdown again. And here's Peoples. Let's see if we can see somebody do a little extra celebrating here. He dives into the air, gets it across. And somebody must have done something there. There's Peoples.
He's had a pretty good day.
He's getting readjusted to hip pads here. Kavanaugh drops back, looks for that screen again. Oh, knocked down by one of the defensive linemen, Malin Crampton.
Are we lining up 10 guys?
And they're lining up 15
12?
or what?
Yeah, that's just what it's just looking like. I mean, is there not? can't figure it out. Is it an offensive line breakdown? Is it just devastating defense, even better than the defense we saw last week against Bloomsburg? Who knows? Who knows?
All right, we have Beatley at fullback, and quick handoff to Beatley. Tries the right side, left side. Doesn't get much, if anything, back to the line of scrimmage.
Josh made a nifty move to get away from linebacker Chris Brady as he comes across the line of scrimmage. Just in the backfield, yeah.
No gain.
I mean, Brady had him lined up, and Josh faked one way, juked the other. Watch Josh make the move to get away from Brady here. She's coming straight up the middle. Whoop, see ya. Just plain missed him, really.
There's the tackle. Kavanaugh back deep, throws it downfield and caught, but not enough, I don't believe,
where's the spot?
for the first down.
Yeah.
Was that Hughes? Hughes made the catch, but he wasn't beyond the stick.
Coach, I think it's the first catch made this half. I can't recall. I mean, for downfield. I mean, there's been passes out into
right.
Yeah, there's been passes into the screen of the flat, but that's the first pass caught downfield.
And it was still a yard short. One thing you got to stress to those receivers, get beyond the stick. Get beyond the stick before you turn around. Loudon, who's making a career out of punting today.
Something you hate to say.
There's the snap, caught cleanly and away. And heads down to about the 25, 30-yard line. It bounces, and just to show you what kind of day it is, it bounces back toward the Vulcans.
It almost hit Kutztown's Kevin Wimberly. Boy, that'd have been nice.
Yep. Ball be at the 31-yard line. Kutztown will put it in play there with 9:20 remaining in the half.
California's rejuvenated women's tennis team under the direction of second-year head coach Mike the Mighty Quinn will play Millersville today in a match that will be contested at Indiana, PA for economic reasons. Already this season, Cal has defeated Waynesburg, Salem, TKO, and Edinburgh. The Lady Vulcans are 3-3 overall, and we will be at Fairmont on Wednesday and Bethany on Sunday before hosting Seton Hill on October 3rd at 4 p.m.
All right, Rob Holmes getting the Bear offense going again. Peoples comes up, they realign, and that's Chris Fraley also in the backfield with him. He drops back, quick pass play, a quick out, and to Tony Reynolds, who catches the ball and advances it down for a first down before Salento Hudson brings him down.
Yeah, I think maybe only the second time we've called Salento Hudson's name this afternoon. And they got to be running the ball. They're playing away from him is what they're doing. And
just a quick little out to Reynolds.
Reynolds just got out there. Nobody covered him. California coming with a blitz.
What happened, Bordelmay cleared out the area by taking a deeper pattern, and then in, of course, down and out was Reynolds. Wide open for the catch. Holmes now hands the ball to Peoples. Peoples up the gut, and it's a speed race now. Will someone catch him? Yes. Jeff Loudon prevents the score by bringing him down at the 25-yard line, caught up to him.
Wow, and this wasn't like this at the beginning of the football game. I mean, it was just, and usually at this point of the game, Coach, we're hit by 2 or 3 injuries on the defense. Everybody's healthy, and now just, wow, just maybe a hold on Gator or good blocking, I don't know.
And look at this, Loudon catches Peoples, unbelievable. Nice job, Jeff. 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears as they're marching downfield on this another possession. Here's Peoples trying the left side this time. He'll get run out of bounds somewhere around the 20. Oh, look at this mark, 19. Let's see that one again. Looked to me like he went out around the 21. Here we go. Let's see where he runs out of bounds here. If we can pick it up. We may not be able to pick it up, but let's see.
There's the 25.
25. Now watch him duck out here.
And he's at about the
20 maybe, yeah, okay.
It's
close
a good
enough.
Spot.
Here
good
we
spot.
go.
That's a good spot.
Chris Fraley hops around in the backfield there looking for an advantage on the block, and this one goes right up the gut, and it's 23 Dan Moore on the carry, and Moore gets across the 20 down to about the 15-yard line.
Met by Salento Hudson as well as Jeff Welsh, and grabbed him and brought him down, and Welsh in with the assist.
Boy, they've got great eyes. Look where the stick is and look where the ball is, and they're not going to measure. Must have that down back east here. Way out to the left side goes Justin Bordelme. Way out to the right is number 40, Troy Wright, I should say. And quarterback's just going to pick up the first down. Holmes on the sneak, picks up 3 yards, just following his center. And he's a big guy, 6'2", 210.
Doesn't look like it, simply because that's a big Kutztown team. I mean, if Holmes is 6'2", and he looks like the smallest guy out there, Coach.
Yep. Well, you go across the line, 6'1", 6'2", 6'4", 6'4", 6'1", 6'1", 6'3", 6'4". So that's a big set of guys up ahead of you.
Not 1'5'11", and or not 1'6'0".
Really? All right, here's a flip back to Peoples, and he tries to take the inside route, gets down to about the 10. A gain of maybe 2 yards.
Ernest Bryant made a nice tackle, came off the block and adjusted well. And Darian Peoples just getting the calls, just about every one of them in the backfield. He should have over 100 yards already here in the first half. Kutztown faithful opening day here in Eastern PA for the Golden Bears. Opening day at home, I should say. Looking for that first one of the year on perfect football weather. This is perfect overcast.
Yep, no sun in your eyes.
Cool, and it's cool. Best time of the year.
Look for Peoples on this carry. Here comes Holmes. Hands to Peoples. Peoples tries the middle, and he's brought down at the 10-yard line, but a big flag goes in.
Big Daddy on the tackle, Rob Spence. Jumped off his block and hauled him down. I think this flag's going to go against Kutztown.
And holding against Kutztown.
It's about time. I'm sitting up here in the booth, and you're looking at the replay, and I'm not a coach or nothing, but I'm looking at, and I'm going, isn't that holding on some of these? And here on the replay, you'll see just where the hold is. I think it's going to come across the right side of the line on a Gator. Nope, 87 is, oh yeah. Number 87.
Isn't that a pancake? Isn't that a pancake?
Chris Farley or whatever. Well, it's a pancake if you land on top of him, but if you grab his shirt,
pick him up and flop on top
halt.
of him. There you go.
Yeah. So
the culprit, 87, Chris Fraley, by the way, who starts in the backfield at fullback, and he's really a blocker, is what he is.
Kutztown's got to get to the 2-yard line for the first down at 2nd and 19.
Holmes drops back, hands to Peoples. He tries the middle, and the hole closes quickly. Oh, don't throw a flag. Just don't throw a flag, that's all.
Just don't say he was down.
Vulcans recover the fumble. Vulcans recover the fumble.
I thought they were going to say he was down.
Well,
Jeff Loudon on the recovery.
Fumble on the play. And I'm just looking for a flag is all I was looking for.
It's that somber mood. Look, there's a fumble.
Here we go. Big strip put on there, and the ball bounces away.
Who made the strip?
Loudon makes the recovery.
Who made the strip? Back it up. I'm not going to back it up for me.
Well, the Vulcans get a break here.
Peoples finally has his first mistake. Now, we've got our break.
Here's Keith Miller at fullback again. Ash, Hughes in the backfield. Look at this, 2 men going in motion the wrong way. They almost collided. What is going on?
Coach, I think we were in trouble before we called timeout. When we called timeout before we even got the first play from scrimmage off.
I think you're right.
I think that's where it started to go downhill, and now
there's nothing worse than going into motion and turning and seeing another man in motion running straight at you. There's
tough.
2 men in motion about to collide.
Right on the snap in which they all went into Canada.
Right, unless you're in Canada, says Athletic Director Clark Yeager. Clark, how you doing? Good to see you. But the flag is on the field. We'll get a penalty marked off here, 5 yards. That'll make it 1st and 15. We have 5:42 remaining, and the Vulcans have got to get on the board this half.
No.
Let's
set our goals first. Let's set on moving the football. Let's see if we can substantially move the football. Because at this point, there's nothing but a lot of green in front of them.
The heck with that. Let's go all the way. Here we go. Miller now up the middle, and he stops at the line of scrimmage and gets wrapped up. And a couple of big guys in there. Number 93, Malin Crampton, one of the players in on that tackle. Called his name a few times. He's 6'2", 227-pound sophomore. And there's that Golden Bear.
Too much hair. Too much hair on that bear. Needs a haircut.
Well, it's winter time, getting ready for his
who cares? He's supposed to hibernate.
There goes Ash in motion. Ash has the ball, and he's trying to juke his way around the left sideline. And he picks up probably 5 or 6 yards.
Actually got 8 out of that.
But it'll be 3rd down.
Because it was 2nd and 13, and he's at halfway between the sticks, so 8-yard run by Taryn Ash.
3rd and 5 about, 3rd and 6. Let's see what the officials call.
Watch on the replay here. Taryn Ash gets the football, and he's heading top of your screen. Nice block by David Chesky up ahead. David was a guest on the Kevin Donnelly show last week. Great future for him as an
Kavanaugh looks downfield, quick inside pass this time, good for a 1st down. And it's Dink Hughes on the catch.
Boy, it only took the whole 1st half. But there's number 63 for the Kutztown Golden Bears. Mike Walsh, junior offensive lineman, and offensive linemen are dropping like the bees up here in the press box there for the Bears. Looks like he broke his hand maybe. I feel for him.
Kavanaugh has Hartice out to the right, Simpson out to the left. Drops back, looks in the way of Simpson, throws it, and it's Hughes again. Hughes will make a catch, only good for about 4 this time, but hey, it's 4 positive yards, folks.
That's one of those catches where he's so ticked off at the way things are going right now in the 1st half that he's going to catch that ball with his hands, his nostrils, his face mask. I mean, we're moving to football. Let's do it. Let's go now. You can just visibly see it in the way he's coming up to the line and the way he's walking back to the huddle.
All right, Hartice long here. Here we go. There goes Hughes in motion. Dropping back is Kavanaugh. Gets it over to Hughes. Nice play. One blocker out front, and Hughes gets up almost to the 39-yard line. Another 1st down. Back-to-back 1st downs for the Vulcans as they start to move the ball, but there's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the quarter.
So far, that's been the biggest play of the day. 15 yards on that play. And that's a big play. There's a lot of time, 3:25. That's a lot of time because you don't want to kick it back to Kutztown and give them a minute or 2.
The offensive line gave Kavanaugh enough time to let that play develop.
Sure.
Here we go, Ash is in motion. Hand off to Ash, and he's got some blocking out in front of him. Cuts back towards the middle of the field. He could break it, folks. It's a race. Downfield, down to the 25-yard line. Beautiful juke and cut and dash by Taryn Ash.
IAT. It's about time. I mean, it's exciting to watch Taryn Ash. It's the biggest run he's had since the opening play of the season.
Great carry. Look at him go, folks.
Watch him duck under. Duck right under Hartice.
And here's the foot race right here, but good angle by the defensive man that time, number 43.
Terry Owens trying to strip the football.
All right, but the Vulcans on the move. 2:45, lots of time remaining here. Kavanaugh looks back. He's going to throw one to Simpson down toward the end zone. He dives. No good.
Almost picked off. Brian Tolliver almost got a hold of that one. Ryan Simpson still looking for his first touch, or Ron Simpson still looking for his first touchdown in the air, as is other line mate Brian Hartice. Still looking. Kavanaugh's only thrown 1 TD pass, and that was to Marlon Montgomery this year. That's a shock. That's the shocker right here so far in the season. I mean, you know we're going to see some touchdown passes.
All right, Kavanaugh has Miller behind him. In motion goes Hughes. Kavanaugh drops back. Timing pattern to Montgomery, who takes it out very close to the 1st down. Maybe just a tad short.
Well, Kavanaugh released that football before Montgomery saw it coming. So, I mean, Marlon ran the right route. Kavanaugh put it right in the breadbasket. He's now turning there. He sees the ball, reacts to it, comes back, gets the feet down in bounds. 3rd and 1 on the 16.
Well, 2 play here. We have 2 plays to pick this one up. You can count on it. Down 21-0. Timeout on the field. Kutztown, timeout ready, yells. Timeout Kutztown.
So.
Well, we'll see what happens here. With 2:34 remaining, it's a big 3rd down play, but you know, as we mentioned, we're in 2-down territory here because the Vulcans want a touchdown.
Yeah, you almost want to look for that if they're, since with the timeout, you know, California likes to call 2 plays in a row. If they don't get it on this play, maybe pound it up the middle, they won't even go huddle. They'll line up, do that quick pitch. If you're Kutztown, do you remember that? Is that in the back of your head right now? Or even if you're California, is that the call you want to make at this point? Kutztown, so far on every drive in this first half, have really, you know, battered the California Vulcan offense.
Go with that misdirection play that Hughes scored the 2-point extra point on.
Well, that's a goal line play.
Yep.
It's not one that's going to work effectively with the way Kutztown would line up. It's designed against a goal line defense. Every guy has a person to pick out a spot. and you have the linebackers up on the line of scrimmage and they get blocked immediately. There's no way for them to maneuver out of those blocks.
And you can bet the coach during the timeout was talking to them down here about that quick pitch play perhaps, or something that California might try if they're unsuccessful on third here.
Well, with the timeout and third down, you actually have time to call the fourth down if things don't work out. So
Artice way out to the right. Marlon Montgomery out to the left. Here's the fake, and it's Mitchell who's going to get across. I mean, it's a first down. He broke the line. He broke the plane there.
I think that ball popped loose, too, and Miller was fortunate enough to be stuck, so he fell right on top of it. And
all right, first down. Ernesto O'Kane is the fellow in motion there, trying to draw some traffic away. And
good block by the new center, Jim Jones. That's a fantastic block, and there's the ball coming loose, and watch this, nobody knows it's there, and Miller, with that paw in his right hand there, manages to pull that one in. California 1st and 10 on the Golden Bear 15-yard line.
Wait a minute, what are they doing now? What possibly could they be doing now? Why in God's name? The
stick has already been turned over to first down.
How can they do this? The official waved first down. He made the call, first down. He ran up to the pile.
Kutztown asked for a spot.
They want a breather, that's what they want. I think they just wanted a breather. And you know what? That gets the officials a little upset. Something like this, you're challenging their judgment. Kutztown, you know, when you're leading 21-0, I wouldn't do that, to be honest with you. If the official says it's first down, guess what? All right, Vulcans with still 2:15 clock running. Here's Hughes on student body left. Tries to make the turn, he does not, and gets knocked out of bounds.
Flag on the play, though, is dropped. I think we're going to have a...
Probably holding against
Cal. I think we're going to have a holding against California because it was after the play was started. Let's go offsides against Kutztown. Lined up in the neutral zone. And, well...
Here's Hughes. And you can see Miller trying to throw the block, but the runner, Hughes, actually tries the outside with the block going that direction.
California looking to just... If you don't punch it in here...
We need the score back.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't punch it in here... I mean, we have yet to attempt a field goal in the air. But you don't want to utter those words in a high-powered offense that has just been stagnated so far this afternoon.
All right, Cavanaugh with the ball. Hughes is in motion. It's fake to Hughes. Cavanaugh looks into the end zone. Oh! Off the fingertips of number 38, Charles Love.
He was there. It's in your hands. You got to catch the ball.
And wide open to boot.
Charles got his first pass last week.
Oh, this one hurts.
I can just get that anxiety. I'm going to get my first touchdown. All I got to do is catch the football, and well,
here we go. Nobody around him, really.
You bite your lip, you come back to the huddle, and you score in this play is what you do.
All right. Knock on wood. 21-0 to score. 2 minutes, 4 seconds remaining. California with 2nd down and 5. Can pick up a first down at the 5-yard line. Mitchell in motion. There's that double-handed fumble. No! And the first time we've had that handoff, that inside handoff fumbled this year. First time. Oh, brother. When it rains, it pours, huh?
This drive began on a fumble by Darian Peoples down inside Vulcan territory, and now the tide rolls the other way. And Cavanaugh, looking to fake, does not see the football. Wow.
You know, the replay shows it again. You can just see that they're just a little too anxious at that point. Dink, waiting for the handoff, actually made the turn upfield before the handoff.
That's just miscommunication.
All right. Here's Holmes now, hands the ball to a new man in that backfield now, and that's Dan Moore. Dan Moore, a 5'8", 172-pound freshman.
Kutztown fumble recovered there by number 55. You see Ryan Holmes, and we've calling his name quite often this afternoon. But on that tackle, Antonio F. made the tackle. This is number 23, Daniel Moore, came down, and he went airborne, and when he did, Antonio knocked him quickly on his backside.
All right, Kutztown, no hurry here with the clock running to get out of the huddle. There's a minute 25 and clock rolling. They've got a 21-zip lead here in the end of the first half. And here's Peoples again. And he'll try the middle of the line, gets just across the 20-yard line, and he's wrapped up inside by Salento Hudson, among others.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, Tom Krakowski and the PSAC halftime report from the California CUTV studios. And Tom Maynard taking over my old job. Doing a fine job so far this year.
The Bear.
The Bear. He's got like 6 or 7 different nicknames. Earl's my favorite.
The first time I met him at the station, I walked back, I said, "All right," and I heard this growl. I said, "There's a bear."
Yeah.
That's a bear right there. Holmes drops back, just a three-step drop, tries the ball this time to Bordelme, and it's no good. Quinn Durrett on the coverage.
That's going to be the last play of the half. Or no, they're going to have to come on, and Kutztown is forced to punt the football.
On the interception, the clock stops, and I mean on the incompletion, I should say. Hudson picks it up, and he's saying, "Please let me go.
Never know.
Please let me go." Here's the punt now by Tim Delaney, standing back. Deep, low snap, but he fields it. Gets the punt away, and it's headed downfield here. Darrell Hughes at midfield gets stormed under. He didn't go anywhere. He went left, he went right. He didn't try any direction in particular.
Got about 20 or 30 flags down there, too, and everything from holding to illegal man downfield to illegal alien on the field to...
Here's Hughes. Now watch what happens. He says, "Well, I can go." No, there's people over there.
Well, he comes face to face with Dallas Rice. What happens?
Let me look here. He goes. No, over here. Well, there. Let's go down.
Rob Holmes again on the tackle.
23 seconds remaining. And California's going to have to air it out just once or twice here to finish up the half.
Cal's called for illegal use of the hands. That'll back it up. Maybe put one knee to the ground, or do you air it out? Yeah, 21-0.
Throw it out.
I'd go for the
air it out.
Cavanagh's got the arm. Nah.
Hard tice. I'd say, Brian, get on your horse. Get on your horse here, Brian. You too, Simpson. Kavanaugh. Ash in motion. Here's a handoff to Ash, and he'll try that play that he had a big gainer on. Heads over toward the sideline, smart enough to get out of bounds right after the first down. Looks like he went far enough beyond the sticks to pick up the first down.
And he did get out of bounds, stops the clock at 17 seconds.
Look at that. They're so concerned about marking the ball here when it's the Vulcans. He said, "Oh, I'll give it to him. First down." Okay, Ash heads up, and you can see jukes toward the sideline and makes it all the way. Ash in motion again. Same fumble this time, and Kavanaugh falls on it.
Recovered by
12, 11, 10. They're going to let it run out here, I think.
Not putting any of that bear honey on the football, that's for sure.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's halftime, folks. The score 21-0. Bears lead our Vulcans. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
If you want to think of all the discounted loan rates, reduced fees, and other privileges you get with Integra Max as pennies from heaven, go ahead. But be careful. Integra Bank, the loans you need for times like these. Can't make heads or tails of your loan application? We know how you feel. That's why Integra Bank has shortened and simplified their application just by using some common sense. Now it's easy to get the loans you need for times like these.
There's a block up ahead. Touchdown, Cal.
Hot eats, cool treats at Dairy Queen.
After that big game in Vulcan territory, be sure to stop by the newly remodeled California Dairy Queen. Open all year round, 7 days a week. A banana split or an ice cream sundae is sure to hit the spot. It's a great place to go for a tasty treat in California and get together after the game.
Hot eats, cool treats, we treat you right.
Pushing camera 3. Timeout is called right now. Shaq's got to do something big to get back in this game.
Commercial.
Shaq is leaving the court.
Look, he's over there. He's on Lucy.
What? I didn't know Shaq could ride a horse.
Hiya, pal.
Well, the timeout is over. I wonder if he's going to get back. Hey, wait a minute. Shaq's back. He's got it. How about that?
He says there's nothing good on TV.
Uniontown Holiday Inn, owned by Crown American Hotels, is the perfect place for a family getaway. The Uniontown Holiday Inn offers more than just comfortable rooms. There's great food and all kinds of family fun in the Holidome Indoor Recreation Center. And when everything quiets down, there's even something special for Mom and Dad. Remember, kids and grandkids eat, stay, and play free. The Uniontown Holiday Inn, the official hotel for family fun. CUTV's television coverage of the second half of tonight's game on the Vulcan Sports Network is brought to you by the Brownsville General Hospital, the best of care close to home. By C. Harper Chevrolet Geo Buick, the price fighter. By Snooters, experience fine dining on the waterfront. By Powell's Auto Parts and Service, serving the California area for the past 37 years. By Solomon Chrysler Plymouth, always a low price. By Edenfield Stages, the place for great escapes. And by Highways House of Sound, an entertainment experience. Can ever plan what to do in a medical emergency.
How's this?
Pulse 99. Pressure 120/80.
Is this okay?
That's why we're here for you at the Brownsville General Hospital. At Brownsville General Hospital, our trained staff of professionals are equipped to handle any medical situation, from the simplest procedure
She's gonna be all right.
to emergency life-saving care. Brownsville General Hospital, the best of care, close to home.
Looking for the area's best place for lunch, dinner, or just to meet friends for a drink? Well, look no further. Everyone's at Snooters, Galleon Pub on the waterside in Spears. Great food, big drinks, all located with a view that is unmatched in the valley. This and much more is available at Snooters. We can accommodate all types of parties, large or small, and we accept all major credit cards. So why not make your next meal or party special? Come to Snooters, Galleon Pub on the waterside in Spears. For reservations, call 483-6000.
Powell's Auto Parts and Service, serving the California area for the past 37 years. Powell's Auto Parts is the only service station in the area with full-serve gas pumps and supplies whatever your car needs may be. State inspection, exhaust specialist, front-end alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, brakes, anything to keep you on the go. Powell's Auto Parts and Service is also a division of Citgo with a complete line of tires and auto parts on stock. Whatever your car care needs may be, come on down to Powell's Auto Parts and Service, located in downtown California. There's always a low price at Solomon Chrysler, Plymouth Dodge, and Carmichael's. Opened in 1993, Solomon has Chrysler's highest dealership rating for superior sales, service, customer satisfaction, and the 5-star award for excellence. And there's over $3 million of new car and truck inventory in stock, as well as 30 pre-owned, top-quality, and totally reconditioned used cars and trucks. Always a low price. That's what you'll get at Solomon Chrysler, Plymouth Dodge, located at the corners of Route 21 and Route 88 in Carmichael's.
Looking for an entertainment experience in home and car audio equipment and accessories? Visit Highways House of Sound, an entertainment experience with the Mon Valley's largest display of home and car audio equipment. Featuring name brands such as JVC, Pioneer, Rockford Fosgate, and RCA. With low prices and professional installation available. Highways also carries Cellular One mobile phones and Viper car security systems. When you need stereo systems, speakers, equalizers, and more, visit Highways House of Sound, Route 88, Dunleavy.
Edenfield Stages of New Salem, Pennsylvania has been the official charter bus service for California University for more than a decade, providing safe, courteous service reasonably priced. If your business or group needs to charter a coach for one night or 1 week, or if you'd like to sign up for one of Edenfield's great escapes to Atlantic City, Toronto, Florida, and many interesting places in between. Call Edenfield Stages at 412-245-9511. That's 412-245-9511, Edenfield Stages.
You've got to see Harper Chevrolet.
I've been around this town a long time, and when it comes to buying a Buick, you can't beat C. Harper. With Buick's quality and style and C. Harper's commitment to customer satisfaction, you've got a winning combination. So before you buy a Buick, Chevy, or Geo somewhere else, see C. Harper first. You'll be glad you did. C. Harper Chevrolet, Geo, and Buick, Route 51, Belle Vernon.
Well, you can see the score there as we return for second half action. I'm Paul Flores, along with me Chris Austin, and down on the sideline Christine Sayo. And we wish we had some better news for you, but you see it on the screen, 21-0 in favor of Kutztown's Golden Bears over our Vulcans. And to make things worse, Kutztown gets the ball to start the second half.
It's very odd to see a goose egg on the scoreboard for Kevin Donnelly's football team, and I know it's really he's doing all he can at this point to keep his cool. Coach Donnelly is, but hopefully he carried some of that fire into the offensive players in the locker room, and that fire carried over, and we're going to get some points here in the second half. Some first half statistics for you. Coach, did you have anything to add?
I was just going to say that the funny thing is, Chris, when you look at these stats, they don't look that far apart.
Well,
except in turnovers.
Except Peoples has 16 carries for 128 yards on the Vulcans. Taryn Ash leads the Vulcans, 4 carries for 51 yards. As McCabe gets set to kick off passing. Holmes, 6 of 12 for 30 yards. Kavanaugh is 7 of 17 for 53 yards. 7 completions for 53 yards.
Okay, there is the kick, and it's taken by number 18, Kevin Mobley. And Mobley fakes once or twice and gets up across the 20 before he's brought down by Welsh and a series of other...
As they say, a host of tacklers.
Yes, a gaggle.
That's pretty good.
You like that, a gaggle?
And
I saw that on the game somewhere. They were talking about a gaggle.
Jeff Welsh, a little slow to get up. We hate to see that. Jeff got hurt after the first game of the year. Here's a replay.
There's Mobley.
Just everybody piled on top of him is what happened. Might have got something tramped on.
But not bad field position, 23-yard line. Golden Bears, and quarterback Rob Holmes gets them set for play. Peoples in the backfield. It's a hand, nope, fakes, looks downfield, cross the middle, shoots it in, no good. They're going to say Hudson had his arms on him a little too soon.
Yeah, he sees the flag now, and he's just like, are you kidding? You got to be kidding me.
Pass interference against California.
It's just, they don't like us on the road, and it's really strange because we only had 2 wins last year, both on the road.
Now, watch what happens here. It's the official who has his back. All he can see is Hudson's back, not his hands around front. There's the call.
Well,
so it's a first down by virtue of the penalty.
You also notice he's standing right next to the Kutztown head coach.
Look, he's talking to him. Look at the Kutztown coach talking to the guy. All right, hand off to Peoples. Peoples gets wrapped up just short of the 30-yard line. However, they'll probably mark it at the 31.
Sure, up midfield. Getting back first half statistics, though, California, 7 first downs to Kutztown's 9. Bears racked up 139 yards on the ground. California racked up 51 net yardage passing. California had 53 yards passing to Kutztown's 30.
Rob Holmes with Farley and Peoples in the backfield. Long count, checking something off here, and you can see the backs move over slightly. Back goes Holmes. He's looking downfield to air it out. He gets it down deep. The ball's thrown and caught by number 10, Tony Reynolds.
Desmond Lewis has his back to the football. He doesn't know when it's coming in because Reynolds does not put his hands up until the last second. And when you do that, that's when the ball's there. Des makes good coverage. Instead of turning around and waiting to see if the ball's there, he just puts his head down and brings Reynolds to the ground. That's pretty good coverage, but an even better catch.
Nice catch, Tony Reynolds. Number 10 gets them all the way out to across the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. or I should say 44-yard line. Here's Peoples now, tries that left side, and he gets stacked up after about a yard and a half. Brought down by
Ernest Bryant.
Russ Frederick, too. Some others, Ernest Bryant, right.
And they gave Courtney Gator credit here at Kutztown. So let's see what the call is. It is Courtney Gator. Eyes are better than mine. And I'm wearing the glasses.
They got binoculars downstairs.
2nd and 8 for Kutztown.
All right, Rob Holmes drops back, looks down the middle over here to the left. The pursuit is on, and he throws it away. He throws it into the ground, short of Darren Peoples, which was a smart play because Peoples was covered.
Well, Russ Frederick must have forgot to brush his teeth this morning because Rob Holmes must have smelled his breath coming after him, and just rather than take the sack or even avoid like a loss for a pass, he threw it at Peoples' toes. And now you get back in line of scrimmage, and you got 3rd and 9. Watch as Frederick Holmes just a little bit more speed. And we haven't heard Russ's name. We haven't mentioned his name too much today. And I was just thinking that about a minute ago. I mean, where's Russ Frederick been? He's had 3 fantastic football games so far for the Vulcans. He leads the team in sacks with 3. We'll see him later, though. 3rd and 9.
Bortle May out to the left here, and he looks in his direction. Throws it down short of Darren Peoples. Hudson on the coverage just across the 40-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th down situation. 4th and 8, and California will get their first possession. Barring a trick play or something here, we'll get their first possession in the second half. Darrell Hughes sprints back to about the 15-yard line.
There's a pass on a replay. It's just Peoples just cannot get a handle on it. And it would have been short of the first down.
Whoa, over the head of the punter. Delaney tracks it down. Will he get some kind of kick away? Yes, he does.
Jeez, are you kidding me?
But it gets out of bounds.
Look at this.
At about the 30 or 27-yard line.
Coach Kolakowski on the sidelines just came screaming out of the field. That's a great play, but man, you got to get on that punter. Good play by the defense to force the bad snap. But if the ball goes over that punter's head 10 yards and he still gets the kickoff down deep in middle of your own territory.
27-yard line, the Vulcans will start.
My question is, how do you remedy that?
Kavanaugh will start the second half at quarterback here. Beatley is behind him. Ash, Hughes in the backfield. Ash goes in motion. It's that handoff to Ash, and he takes the right side, and he'll get lots of yards before he's out of bounds, somewhere around 8 or 9 probably.
California very talented at running back this year, and the best part is they're youthful, which means they're only going to get better with age. And when you have 3 freshman running backs with the talent of Josh Beatley, Taryn Ash, as you see there, and of course Keith Miller, not to mention young talent Ernesto Kane, also a freshman. You just got. I asked Coach Donnelly, you think about switching to the wishbone? We'll get into that.
All right, here's a handoff to Beatley up the middle, and he'll get enough. Well, I won't speak too soon. He'll pick up very close to the first down. Very close to the first down in his forward progress. Let's see where they mark it.
Getting back, Coach, try to joke with Coach Donnelly. Coach, you thinking about switching to the wishbone with all the talent you have at running back? In his serious mode of the football season, wasn't too happy with.
He had his game face on.
Game face on early Thursday morning. On a game not played until Saturday afternoon.
Said, have you thought about it? And he goes, no. First down.
I said it with a smile.
As you see on TV, great coverage by our spot crew down there. First down.
Running camera today, we've got Randy Page, as well as John Basso, Mike Kupka, and cameraman of the year for 1995, Dennis Buzz Bastian, normally our engineer back on WVCS.
Ash in motion to fumble, and he'll just fall on it this time. My goodness. When the wheels fall off the cart, they fall off the cart. But fortunately, he was able to fall on it here. Watch.
Well, we're just not doing the things we need to do to win the football game. That's the most political answer you're ever going to get. And that's just borderline fact at this point.
2nd and 14 for the Vulcans with Hughes in motion this time. Kavanaugh looks downfield, pumps once, pumps twice, lets it go, and it's over everyone. Out of bounds, intended for Simpson, and a coverage by Brian Tolliver.
Ronnie made a nice adjustment to come back to the football. Fortunately, he was just
too high, too far away.
He's not 12-2. That's the bad part.
That's right.
That brings up 3rd and 14 now for the California Vulcans on their own 33-yard line.
And we have the Ernesto Kane and Hughes and Hartice out here to the right side. Kavanaugh sprints out a little bit, looks back across the field to Simpson, makes the catch at midfield. He's down in Golden Bear territory.
That's exactly what that play is designed to set up for. You fake trips right to the right side, you have the defense leaning right, and there's Ron Simpson lined up quietly. The left gets his first catch of the day. He's going to come across the meadow. Everybody's looking left except Kavanaugh. Where's Ronnie? Where is he at? There he is. And Brian makes a nice judgment call, and we got a Vulcan first down at midfield. Rather Kutztown 48-yard line.
Kavanaugh sends Hughes in motion. Here's a pitch to Hughes. Fumble! And does he get it? Well, it's a pile. There's a pile down there.
We just cannot seem to hold on to the football today. What is the problem?
Look at this guy. First of all, he was 7 yards out onto the field. What's this?
He looks like Andy. Remember from the Cheers episode? That guy.
He's speaking Italian down there on the sideline right now. We have an injury, and we have the trainers coming across. The score is 21-0 in favor of the Golden Bears.
That's Dink Hughes right down. And that's not good news. He seems to be in agony.
Here's the replay.
It's just having all kind. It's not the first or second time Darrell has fumbled the football today. And it's just one of those. He's so anxious and itchy to get up the field. Watch him come down and split his legs in half.
It's just, top of him.
Yeah. Not just regular bodies. These are guys that are 6-something, 200 plus. And that's a lot of weight when it's falling on you. And when it's twisting the other way, you start screaming. We saw a vicious injury early in the first quarter.
Head football trainer Joni Kramer. Hughes is up, but he's going to need a little help with that one leg. Looks like the right leg, maybe.
Joey Shimkus is going to help him off, as well as Joni. As long as he's walking off, that's good news. Deep in thought.
He's thinking, when am I going to get back in there?
Yeah. When do I get to play coach?
10:48, third quarter. 21-0 to score, and Hughes will make it off to the sideline. The Vulcans are ready the second he gets off. The play's been called. We have Taryn Ash in there. And Ernesto Kane taking Hughes' place in the backfield. Kavanaugh drops back, looks downfield, lets it fly. It's caught by Hartice, and he's hit by two men at the 35-yard line.
Now we got the game face on. We got the game plan going. We're moving the football.
Lots of time. I mean, plenty of time with the air offense to get a rally going, but you got to get it started. That's
They're not
even
wasting any. They 2-second huddle, and they're back up to the line of scrimmage.
Kavanaugh drops back, looks across the middle, down and out he goes to Ash. And Ash is brought down, but there's a flag on the far side of the field.
And another one in late, as Kevin Mitchell was having some scuffling problems with Jerry Lucas of the Golden Bears. We got one downfield, and
nice play by Ash. Here we go, there's the throw, Chris.
And Ash takes it, heads upfield, and a nice tackle by the Golden Bears, number 36.
Keith Bussum.
And both penalties are offsetting. It'll be first down. That's your basic, what we like to call in the pickup games, is a do-over. So.
Yeah, 8-yard gain wiped out, though. On something that happened on the far side of the field, totally away from the play.
Yep, illegal use of the hands. And that second penalty was more of a, after the whistle had blown and players were still going at it. So, again, the first penalty goes against Kutztown. You move the football up the field a couple more yards.
All right, Taryn Ash is dropped at the 40-yard line for a loss of 5. Great play by number 57, Jerry Lucas, who filled in a defensive end for Mukhtar Abdulhaq. Say that 10 times.
That's quite all right. It's a nice play by Lucas to come down.
Yeah. Well, 9:38. Vulcans going the wrong way. 2nd and 15 right now. As Kavanaugh drops back, he looks downfield, lets one fly over towards O'Kane, and it's back close to the original line of scrimmage. Only about a 5-yard gain.
Only about, yeah, a 3-yard gain maybe. Bring up long third and 11. Now we were moving the football, and then we stopped moving the football. And it's not of a case where Kutztown defense is stepping up and making big plays. It's a case where we're just missing a block here, or we're, stupid penalty there. Kavanaugh drops back. He finds O'Kane open. Ernesto makes a nice catch. He knows the hit's coming. Good concentration.
All right, back he goes. Throws down towards Simpson. Makes the catch across the 20. And his knee touches down somewhere around the 18-yard line. Great route run by Simpson that time.
By the time you look downfield and you see Ronnie Simpson coming to that football, he's pushing off a blocker. And he's not doing this 5 yards down the field. He's doing this about 15, 20 yards down the field. Why does he have to be forced to push off a blocker that far down? Well, good coverage.
Well, it's a 1st and 10. That's what's important, and the ball continues to move. California at the 18 and on the march. O'Kane goes in motion. Dropping back as Kavanaugh looks downfield. He's being chased by Mobley. Throws it out, and no one's there. And will we have a flag? No, they're going to say that Ash was close enough. Or O'Kane. They pointed to either Ash or O'Kane. Said, no, I guess he was the intended receiver.
Well, that's a dangerous play by Brian Kavanaugh. Again, Brian's the kind that hates to take a sack when somebody's got his jersey. If his arms are free and he can release it, he will throw it.
Well, I'll be honest with you, this is half of the quarter, and this is the first time we mentioned Mobley's name. That's what's amazing.
We haven't mentioned it really since, yeah.
All right. Kavanaugh now. Beatley has Mitchell in motion. He fakes to Mitchell, looks downfield. Lets it go towards the end zone, and it's out of bounds away from everybody, intended for Taryn Ash.
2 people covering Taryn Ash at that point, and you've got a lot of time to throw the football. You try to thread the needle, but Kevin Mobley guarding him, as well as number 24, Brian Tolliver, and it's overthrown, bringing up a 3rd and 10. Nice coverage. Kavanaugh has time to throw the football. Not his first intended receiver, but his second. And there's Ash right there, and it's just a matter of throwing in the right spot.
Mitchell in motion. It's a fake again. Same play. Little screen out this way to Beatley. Oh, Mobley hits him and then puts his arms up in the air like, no, I didn't. But yes, he did.
Just gets right up. Not intimidated in the least bit. 4th down on your 18-yard line. Coach, dare I say field goal, but dare I take it back?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. 4th and 10. You're down 21-0. You need 6. You need 10 yards, and then you get 6.
Well, they're going for it, but the clock is down to 19. They'll get it off, no problem. Okay. We got Hartice way out here to the right. In motion goes O'Kane to the left. Back goes Kavanaugh. Looks across the middle. Plenty of time. Airs it out, and he throws it in a crowd.
How's that?
And is it caught by Simpson?
No, it's cut by Kutztown.
But is it an interception? No, he's saying no. Official runs in and goes, no, sir. No, sir. Kutztown, no. Thank you.
I thought Simpson had that one. I got to clean my glasses.
You know, the funny thing is, you almost want him to intercept it. The ball's on the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
Now it comes all the way out to the 25. Or 23, I should say. No, let's say 18.
Sure this ball came. I thought Ronnie had to. He did. It hit off his shoulder, and then that's where the ball disappeared.
And on the ground.
On the ground.
All right, good call by the official. I don't say that very often.
See, every time you look, California's coming with different defensive linemen on every play. This time it's Mitrovic and F. Young on the ends and Boland and Vaborny up the middle. One of them's going to make the play.
Blocking back, Chris Farley moves to try to get Peoples free, which he just did, and that could have been a saving tackle by Jeff Loudon at the 30-yard line.
It was a saving tackle.
Baby.
And that's 2 today.
Peoples would still be running. We'd still be calling the play right now. Now watch, there's no one back deep. Welsh misses and Loudon makes the stop. Otherwise, we're still calling it. Ball's across the 30-yard line to the 32. First and 10, 7:50 remaining, 21-0 to score. Favor of the Golden Bears. In motion comes Reynolds. Holmes hands the ball to Peoples, and lots of pressure put on him there, and brings him down for little or no gain.
Montini slowed him up. Wensing and Loudon combined, as well as Aaron Hunter, to bring him down. And it's kind of a blessing. Loss of one, though. So Peoples, who gets 15 on one carry and -1 on the next, really the only running back we've seen all day. Little Bears.
So it'll bring up a second and a long 10, 11. Let's say 11. Second and 11. Holmes gets the ball to Peoples, who slips in the backfield trying to make a cut, but he's brought down there again. Montini on the ball.
I think he just fell on purpose to make it look like he wasn't going to get hit, because there were nothing but white jerseys coming from any direction. And more of a, I'll slip so I can blame the turf kind of play. Watch this as you come, and you'll notice that he cuts back, and you got Montini and Wensing and Mitrovic
all over the place.
And Hutter and good boy.
Well, I'll bring up 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, actually. And Holmes looks at Justin Bordelme out here to the left side. Got two receivers over on the right. As he drops back, looks for Bordelme again. Lets it go, and it's out of bounds. Intended for Bordelme.
California's still in search of that first sack, and Holmes is not an easy guy to run down. Third-year starter as quarterback, so he's got his very seasoned quarterback here in the PSAC, and he knows who he's playing against.
We need a defensive specialty. All right, back deep is Ed Haberly to receive the kick, as Hughes was dinked up pretty good on that last play, left the field. Here's the snap and the kick by Delaney. Haberly will pull it in, looks for some running room, and gets by two men, and ooh, the lights went out in Kutztown.
Tough run, Ed Haberly. And Ed, of course, from Woodland Hills High School, North Braddock, PA, the sophomore defensive back. Now, one more time. This is it. It's starting to go down here with Kutztown.
Getting short of possessions now. You know, you look there, you've only got so many possessions left, and you know, if you can score on 50% of them, that means Christine has a report for us on the sideline. Christine.
A few minutes ago, number 21, Daryl Hughes, sustained an injury to his right shoulder. The trainers checked him out, and they're icing the injury now. They're not sure whether or not he will return today. Chris, Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Christine. Bad news for the Vulcans. Kavanaugh back. Sprints out to the left side, looks downfield, lets it go, and it's intended for Ernesto O'Kane, and John Mobley knocks it away.
Mobley already has 2 interceptions on the afternoon, looking for the trifecta, if you will. Getting back to Dink Hughes, though, I think Dink had a shoulder injury last year towards, I think in the last game against Westchester, he got hurt and came out. Hopefully that's not the same injury, re-aggravated.
Well, 2nd and 10 now, 5:55 remaining in the third quarter of play. Kavanaugh having a rough time of it, isn't he?
Rough day.
Back deep, lets it go. O'Kane makes the catch. Only good for about 3 yards, though.
He is starting to show sparks of life. And let's be honest here, a lot better in this half than he did in the first half.
Brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Vulcans at their own 40
O'Kane runs a nice route off the left halfback position. There he is. Goes airborne, and oh, here comes Mobley.
Ooh, look at this. Drives right through the man. All right, back to live play. O'Kane in motion. Here's Kavanaugh throwing down to Simpson. It's bobbled by 2 men, and where is the flag? My goodness, bump and bang for the last 10 yards.
It's been like that all game, really. 4th down, though. 4th and about 6. Punt team comes on, and basically the man that's looked good all day, knock on wood, is Jeff Loudon.
About the 7th or 8th punt.
And number 20, James Reimers.
Loudon ready. Takes the snap. Nice snap. Gets it away, and it's off the side of his foot this time. Doesn't go all that far, but it takes a Vulcan bounce and roll down to the 30-yard line.
29-yard punt. Down at the Kutztown 30.
So the Golden Bears, who have the lead,
Third quarter score,
have the ball. 1st and 10.
Westchester 6.
IUP leads Westchester 24-6 in the third quarter. Darn it.
Well, I don't think IUP is going to lose many more games.
Well, we were talking, Indians really, they do not schedule. I mean, they scheduled three very tough games to start their year, and all three of those teams are nationally ranked within their college level.
All right, Holmes out to Peoples, tries the right side, runs into a stack and goes down after about 2 yards.
Good tackle by number 40, Troy Wright for the Golden Bears. Unfortunately, it was on his own player. Well, take it.
2nd and 8, 4:40, clock running, 21-0 the score. Golden Bears lead the Vulcans on the Golden Bears home opener of the season. Quarterback all the way for the Golden Bears, Rob Holmes.
We got 8 guys on the line of scrimmage, and the Bears moved.
Somebody moved. Probably 77. He was the last one to get up. Pete Young.
Freshman now. Came in to replace the injured Paul Kent. As we saw Paul Kent go down earlier in the game. And one of the most brutal injuries I've ever seen in a football game.
Well, we pick up the laundry and away we go. It's a 2nd down and 13 now, 14.
Still looking for a sack here, Coach. I think it's about time. What do you say?
Or an interception or a fumble or something.
Again, 8 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Everybody's coming.
Hopefully not.
Well, they start dropping back now. You notice? Quick pitch out. This time it goes to Nick Hanisch. And he catches the ball and gets back beyond the original line of scrimmage out to about the 33-yard line. All right, it's time for us now to take a look and see if we can pick out a fan here. And there she is. There's our contest winner. Call us within 15 minutes of seeing your face on the screen during our replay here on Monday night, and you will get a free T-shirt from Battellini's, our friends Cal and Greekware, located in downtown California. Paul, how you doing? Paul Battellini.
She was gonna take our picture. Did she, give us free T-shirts
take my picture.
if we call her?
She can take our picture.
Do I get her phone number? Is that what it is?
You wish. Holmes back, looks down. Just a 2-step drop this time and throws the ball down. A great defense. It's knocked away by Desmick Lewis.
Picking on Desmick all day and show no fear. Number 25, the senior from Tacoma, Washington. His family's from this area. A lot of West Coasters on this team. A lot of guys from out the area. Watch Desmick get just the fingertip move there and just blocks the vision for a second, and you lose concentration.
All right, back to live players. It's not Haberly waving for a fair catch as he crosses the 35-yard line. He catches it cleanly at about the 36, 37-yard line. So the Vulcans, again, will put the ball in play at the spot. They had a drive going last time until a penalty brought the ball back, and from that point it stalled.
It's Thursday, October 19th, California University will conduct its 1995 Fall Academic Discovery Day. A full day of visiting and exploring California University is planned as countless high school students will calculate their future.
Kavanaugh gets the ball off, and it is to Taryn Ash who fumbles, but they're going to say, no, they're going to say he fumbled the ball, and Kutztown recovered.
That's a good call. And everybody stood around and watched the ball come loose.
Let's see who wraps him up on the replay here.
I'll give you 9 guesses. Watch Ash with the football. This is a good call by the official.
Here's Ash. Well, we can't see who brings him down, but we do see that the fumble's recovered by Chris Brady, number 42.
Was he down? Nope. He wasn't down. Again, another turnover, another fumble.
Here's Peoples, tries that right side, squirts between a little hole. We have a flag down.
Makes for a long afternoon, though, doesn't it?
Sure does, and usually that means some kind of holding, offensive line.
However, on the tackle for California, holding against Kutztown.
Makes for a longer game than even Glenville, Coach. We thought that was long. That game was running 3.5 hours.
We still have the whole fourth quarter and 3 minutes to go in this one yet.
And we're 8 minutes shy of 3 hours into this one. It just screws up the TV lineup, doesn't it?
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
I don't get to see the Avengers. I don't get to see Moon's name on the air.
Mooney.
Our graphics guy.
Sean. There he is. He replies by throwing the graphic up in the corner.
And Vulcan is misspelled. It's C-A-N there, Moon Man.
All right, here's Holmes, hands the ball to Peoples. Something different. Holmes handing the ball to Peoples, and he squirts through.
Wow.
Down to the 35-yard line as he picks his way through the Vulcan defense.
They're putting the same thing on the football that Peoples is putting on himself, and he's squirting himself up with butter. And watch on the replay. Desmond Lewis gets up out of the pile, limping back. I think he got his foot tramped on. If he's spot number 25 somewhere in the mass here, watch him. There he is. See what happens. Drags his right foot there.
Well, I should say second down and 2 with just under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Holmes and Kutztown in control. Handoff goes to Dan Moore, who breaks through, and he's a hustler. He gets all the way down to the 10-yard line. He's a little guy, 5'8", 172, but boy, he can pick him up and put him down. Huh?
Well, his legs ought to be fresh. They've been running the football to Peoples all day. Watch as he'll come out here, and Hutter's forced to let him go back inside, and Aaron Hutter does his job. Forces him inside, now it becomes a linebacker's job. And Russ Frederick and good blocking upon Salento Hudson, and it's good execution by the Golden Bear offensive line as well as the rest of the backs.
Quinn
Put
Durrett
mustard
on
to
the
California. He's like,
All
what do
right.
you want? That's what we say.
Here's the Bears on the march again. Handoff, gets nothing this time, Moore.
I've been waiting for that one. Russ Frederick. Here's a guy we haven't heard all day. Now it's about time to say Russ Frederick on the tackle. And it's visibly evident as Russ comes just making up for that last one. Hello. Good night. Antonio F. Young in there as well, and Rob Spence jumps in.
And you know what the difference is? We have Larry Chester, a fullback in there. Did not block Russ.
See, now we got Vulcan spelled right. Fortunately, Network is misspelled.
Chris Fraley normally is the blocking back, and we have a new back in there, Larry Chester. And here goes Peoples trying to skirt it out and drive it up towards the goal line. And he's out of bounds about the 9-yard line.
Everybody came up, made a sit. Comes up to one hole, Jeff Welsh is there. Comes up to the next hole, Aaron Hutter's there. Next hole, it's Des McLewis. Next hole, well, out of bounds. So this is good defensive play. Watch, first guy, Welsh, second guy, Hutter, nope, third guy, Lewis, and he forces him out of bounds. Good play. Swarming defense by the California Vulcans brings up third down and goal on the Vulcan 9-yard line.
40 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. Holmes doing a remarkable job here, putting the ball in the right people's hands. Here's a handoff to Peoples, and he gets almost to the 5-yard line. He's brought down about the 6. So it will be fourth down, and looks like the field goal unit comes trotting out onto the field in person of Emerson Johnson, number 37.
He had 3 yards on the play, 4th and goal after 6.
Oh.
Number 37, Emerson Johnson, into attempted field goal.
Field goal is a
23-yarder.
23-yarder. See on the replay. And Brian in the tackle.
Emerson Johnson.
And he ran the quarter out.
Okay, he wanted to kick down this end, all these football veterans down here. At the end of 3 full quarters of play, it's 21-0 Bears over the Vulcans. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
It's not 24-0.
No one can ever plan what to do in a medical emergency.
How's this?
Pulse 99. Pressure 120/80.
Is this okay?
That's why we're here for you at the Brownsville General Hospital. At Brownsville General Hospital, our trained staff of professionals are equipped to handle any medical situation, from the simplest procedure
She's gonna be all right.
to emergency life-saving care. Brownsville General Hospital, the best of care, close to home.
All right, we're back, and here's the kick. Well, he's marching over to the left a little bit more, excuse me. Emerson Johnson out of the hold of Tom Halsiak. It's down, it's up.
Good.
And it is good. That makes the score 24-0. And we'll keep it here. As we can say, what we need to do now. What game plan shall we devise here for the fourth quarter?
Score and score a lot.
I think what we need is the big play here. Just 2 or 3 of them, that's all.
Well, at this point, we now need 4 of them. Don't forget, folks, California University will announce its 2nd Hall of Fame class later this fall. And this elite group will be honored at the November 4th home football finale against the Red Raiders of Shippensburg. 13 former Vulcan greats were honored last April in a memorable affair. And you, that's right, you can be a part of this great tradition. Anyone can nominate an individual for the Hall of Fame. Please submit your nomination, any information on your nominee, and your name and phone number to the California Sports Information Director, Bruce Wald, Campus Box 30, or room 221 of Hamer Hall. Coach, who do you think is going to get into the Hall of Fame this year? Any predictions for that one?
Well, you know, the committee is discussing a lot of great names, and there are several great players.
You on the committee?
Yes, I am.
I'm not on the committee.
There are some rather phenomenal names you'll remember, people like Terry O'Shea, and of course in wrestling, Kenny Hackman, people like this that certainly deserve it and are going to get in sooner or later into the Hall of Fame, that's for sure. This is something familiar. Emerson Johnson with a kickoff.
Mitch Bailey. I'd like to see Mitch Bailey get in this year.
All right, there's a long kick down, and it bounces once, twice, rolls down, picked up by Taryn Ash. He'll try the middle. And he breaks off to the right side. He's got that breakaway speed that gets us up to the 34-yard line before he hits the ground.
Shoestring tackle by Steve McMaster, senior running back from Dillon Catholic, Gettysburg, PA hometown. Not too many people from the Whippeal playing for Kutztown or even the Mon Valley area. As Taryn Ash burst to speed, off and running, just takes one trip.
Of course, there's some pretty good football back this way up here.
Yeah.
The Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area, and of course suburban Philadelphia. And,
well, the entire state, you just can't argue with.
Yep. Kavanaugh back, across the middle, knocked away, and there's the flag.
Yep.
He got his hand on the ball, but he had his other hand on the back of the receiver, Taryn Ash, I believe.
I agree with the flag, simply because, yes, it was pass interference. But at this point, you know, you're 3 hours into the game. You've got a whole quarter to play. Even though the clock stops the clock, but nevertheless, I'll take the 10 yards. I take it all back. I'll take the 10 yards.
Take the 10, and away we go.
New guard in the game for the Vulcans, Carlo Di Giovanni, replacing Kevin Mitchell.
Simpson out to the left, Hartice to the right. Dropping back is Kavanaugh, looks long, lets it air out, and it's Hartice with a catch across the 44-yard line.
Well,
first down.
Coach, we're not having a problem moving the football. And as a Kutztown player is down and injured, now he gets up. Once the timeout is called, he has to come off. But we're not having, as you see on the replay, Hartice, nice play. This is the play we want. Brian gets airborne and comes down, and that's first down. It's planned for a 12-yard gain. We're not having problems moving the football. But we get inside the 20-yard line, Kutztown gets back on his heels, and they're coming up with the big plays. They're causing fumbles. They're really not causing fumbles. They're just actually jumping on them.
Right. And, of course, some penalties are costly. There's Coach Donnelly over there, all in black. He's using his dark look today.
They went with the black pants this week, too. And Glenville, the first away game, they went with the all white jersey, the white jerseys and the white pants.
That's the Jerry Granville look, right? All black?
I don't know. Is that the philosophy?
Yeah, Jerry Granville.
Did you have a particular coach you always modeled yourself after when coaching the Lady Vulcans?
Yes, Tom Flores.
Tom Flores.
He won with the Raiders. Of course, he didn't win much in Seattle, but.
So you believed in a high-powered, run and shoot offense.
There you go.
For the 5 players on here.
Okay, here we go. Looking downfield, here's it out. It's Hartice again, stepping in front to make the reception for a first down to about the 27-yard line.
Hey, it ain't broke. Don't fix it.
There you go.
Run it again. Line up. Run it again.
Number 28, Rodney Hancock in on the tackle.
No huddle.
All right, here's the pass again. And oh, he was hanging all over him.
Ash came across the middle. It's Taryn Ash intended for him.
On the coverage. 2nd and 10 from
All right, maybe we Hartice leaves the field here. Montgomery is in. Kavanaugh has Beatley at fullback. Ash slotted, O'Kane slotted. Here's Ash in motion. And here comes the cavalry. He airs it toward the sideline, and it's a nice...
Kavanaugh's pass intended again for number 8, Taryn Ash, is incomplete. This again on the coverage.
Said he bobbled the ball, did not have perfect control before he went out of bounds and hit the ground. Let's see.
And it's kind of a call you make after on the wrong sideline. I mean, he makes his call. Ash is on the Vulcan sideline of the field, and he's running through all the athletic trainers.
They're going to say no, and we're still in a 3rd and 10 situation. O'Kane goes in motion. Kavanaugh looks back, and oh, there is Mobley.
Second sack of the day for John Mobley. What a play. He just come out of nowhere. Kavanaugh had no idea it was coming, and there's only so much Josh Beatley can do. I mean, that's a freshman.
2.4 seconds, you got to release the ball.
That's a freshman playing against a very talented senior, and that's a tough matchup.
So it's 4th and 18 now. We need a real deep play. Okay. Kavanaugh rolls out to the left side to give the receivers a little chance to get downfield. Throws it, and it is short this time.
Incomplete as well, intended for David Mitchell.
So the Golden Bears come up again with the big defensive stand when they had to. 24-zip the score if you've just joined us. The Bears having a heyday.
It's just been it all started with that timeout before the first play from scrimmage. And it's been a bad day since. Kavanaugh rolling around and avoiding yet another sack by a hard-nosed, hard-pressed Bear defense.
Well, we've got Holmes. We still have Peoples playing. 24-0. He hasn't run enough today, I guess. Here goes Holmes down and out, and here's a pass play, and it's caught by Anich, and he's knocked out of bounds, short of midfield at about the 47.
Wormack on the tackle, Ray Wormack, another freshman from Connellsville. Just a lot of young faces getting experience now. This team in a couple of years, coach, is going to be top-notch. It's just a matter of patience right now.
And it's also a matter of whether we can wait out the patience. That's a big problem because fans have a tendency to be a little impatient when it comes to a recruiting cycle. So we'll see what happens.
Well, Coach Donnelly has one class left here, and that's the seniors that were players he did not recruit.
All right, here he is back. Holmes airs it out. He throws downfield, and it's no good. I think Welsh Jeff might have got away with one that time. He had a hand on his back. You can see the replay.
There was nothing but green in front of every Kutztown receiver downfield. So we're lucky that one fell incomplete, to say the least.
All right, that was intended for Troy Wright, number 40. Who doesn't even appear on the 3 deeps.
2nd and 10 for Kutztown.
But we still have Peoples in the backfield. We still have Justin Bordelmay, and we still have Holmes at quarterback. And there's Peoples taking it out to the right. They swing it all the way out. Wormack with a tackle.
No intimidation on the part of Ray Wormack. I mean, Peoples is running all over California today, and Ray Wormack runs him down and brings him to his back. It's a nice play. For only a gain of 2 as Peoples come across the line with a head of steam. Watch on the replay. 2-step and look at him coming, looking upfield, and he's already passed Wormack. And Ray says, not enough.
Down you go.
3rd down and about 7 yards.
We have comedians here. Here is Holmes again, I formation. And guess who's deep? Peoples. Well, they fake it out and go around to the return man, Troy Wright.
They
Gets,
faked nobody.
Not enough. He's dropped across midfield, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a classless call. You're up 24-0. Your defense has been stifling all day, and you try to reverse, maybe to keep the fans awake. The Vulcan defense was not snuffed out. The Bears even trying to get out of here. He's trying to climb the fence.
Delaney gets it up high, and it's taken by Aberle. He tries up the middle, and down he goes.
Flag, and I think we're going to have illegal man downfield called against the Bears. We got 2 flags down, one at the top of the field, one at the bottom. Oh, come on, fellas, put them in the pockets. Let's play some football. I feel these guys are not getting the deserved attention they are not getting at home, so they're trying to make up for it here in the football field.
Then
you get the cameras out. You know,
they're on TV.
Sure.
Ineligible. What?
And that's a 1st down for Kutztown.
Illegal participation against California.
Illegal participation is the call. I've never heard of that, so I really cannot
12
explain
men? 12 men on the field.
12 men on the field. So that'll be 5 yards for Kutztown, and instead of 4th and 4, it's 1st and 10 at the Vulcan 42-yard line.
15-yard penalty puts the ball at the California 33, 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears.
I wonder who didn't get off the field and should have. We'll never know.
Well, you just got to look at the sideline. He's probably the one getting yelled at. 1st and 10, Kutztown. The Vulcan 34.
Holmes now is able to continue the drive here by the Bears. Drops back, looks downfield, wants to throw across the middle, sees him coming across the middle, throws behind him, no good.
Incomplete, intended for number 4, Justin
Bordelme again.
Surprised they didn't throw the flag there. That's good coverage. If we got good coverage, usually got, a yellow canary on the field. Unless it brings up 2nd and 10.
11 and a half.
California on the road again next week at Slippery Rock. On the replay, you'll see as Holmes has just plentiful amounts of time to throw the football. Just an all-out rough day for the California Vulcans.
All right, Fraley and Peoples in the backfield again. There's Peoples with the carry around the right side, and he turns it upfield. A good block thrown there for him, but unable to play off that block. It's down to the 15-yard line.
Des McLewis with yet another tackle, and Des, that's about a half a dozen at least for him. And you like to see Des McLewis making tackles because he's the guy that can bring it to the ground, but at the same time, you don't want guys in the secondary making tackles unless it's a pass play.
Look how quick Peoples gets to the outside. Look how quick he gets there. Beyond Russ Frederick there, and away he goes to the races.
Should be at least 200 for him at this point.
11 minutes, 24-0. Kutztown leads the Vulcans. Holmes takes a snap, pitches off to who else? Peoples. He tries the right side this time, and he'll be brought down by Warmack, among others, and Welsh.
This time Jeff Welsh and Warmack combined on the tackle.
Peoples must have, what, 40 carries today, you think? 30 carries today?
The first half, I think he had 20 some in the first half alone. Here in the second half, just a little bit more watching him the pitch out. Running him into the ground, as he had 16 carries in the first half.
So he's close to 30, I would guess,
at least that many. Darian Earl Campbell Peoples.
All right, Dan Moore gives him a breather for a play, probably. One play. Holmes is back and hands off to Moore. Moore takes the middle, follows his blockers across the 10-yard line down to about the 5 or 6.
Vulcan helmet knocked off in the process.
There's not a head still in it.
Jeff Welsh still has his head on, though. Jeff Welsh, excuse me. Kutztown knocking on the door again, coach. Watch Moore with the run. Wensing bowls him down. And there goes Welsh's helmet, top of the pile. As he was blocked.
So the Bears are on the 6-yard line. 3rd and 2. Holmes has Peoples in the backfield. Here he goes again. Darren Peoples goes outside this time and in for the score.
His third of the day. Three running, rather.
That'll make the score 30-0 at this point, with the extra point shortly to come.
Going for that PSAC Player of the Week honors, I think. What do you think?
I think he might deserve it. Defensively, I know who's got a shot at it defensively. Mobley.
Yeah.
There goes Peoples on in. And Emerson Johnson, who kicks field goals and extra points, is going to be the leading scorer of the day here. No, that's not true. Peoples has 18, right?
That's right.
Not too far
Mobley
behind,
has
though.
6.
Johnson not too far behind. Here's a kick, and it's up, and it's good. That makes it 31-0. Bears over the Vulcans. 9:22 remaining in the fourth, and you're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Looking for the area's best place for lunch, dinner, or just to meet friends for a drink? Well, look no further. Everyone's at Snooters, Galley and Pub on the waterside in Spears. Great food, big drinks, all located with a view that is unmatched in the valley. This and much more is available at Snooters. We can accommodate all types of parties, large or small, and we accept all major credit cards. So why not make your next meal or party special? Come to Snooters, Galley and Pub on the waterside in Spears. For reservations, call 483-6000.
Powell's Auto Parts and Service, serving the California area for the past 37 years. Powell's Auto Parts is the only service station in the area with full-serve gas pumps and supplies whatever your car needs may be. State inspection, exhaust specialist, front-end alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, brakes, anything to keep you on the go. Powell's Auto Parts and Service is also a division of Citgo with a complete line of tires and auto parts on stock. Whatever your car care needs may be, come on down to Powell's Auto Parts and Service, located in downtown California.
Emerson Johnson with still another. And there's Darren Peoples. Fine runner.
His mom's not watching, but he says hi to her anyway.
Taryn Ash heads upfield. And he breaks one and actually stumbles and finally comes down. And about the 24-yard line.
Another toe tackle by Steve McMaster. Here's the replay. Peoples around left end. Student body side, if you will. As Coach coins the phrase.
Uses his blocker very effectively to juke in and then take the outside route for the score.
And they've turned up the microphone here in the press box.
I guess they want the people in Allentown to hear the game.
Sure. More like it.
Ernesto O'Kane in motion. Kavanaugh back, looks downfield, lets off a little screen to Beatley.
It's Jonky.
Oh, Jonky it is, you're right. Jonky gets up to about 8 yards before he fumbles. Does Kutztown have the ball again? Oh my God.
There's just really nothing you could say at this point. And did Mobley come up with the football?
All right, we have
watch on the replay. If Mobley comes up with this football, that's 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, 2 sacks, and a touchdown for John Mobley.
And you know, it's a nice play, a beautiful play, picked up about 9 yards. Then all of a sudden, Mobley, bang, knocks the ball away.
He didn't knock the ball loose, but I think he did end up with it.
Here's Holmes on the 30, hands off to Moore. Moore takes it up the middle, and he's tackled by Bryant. Ernest Bryant, number 22.
This time I'd like to thank Director Eric Sprouse in the truck, as well as replay master extraordinaire Dave Short, as well as graphics artist, the Moon Man, Sean McKeegan. Thanks, guys.
2nd and 5, 5 yards in that first down play. 31-0 to score if you just joined us. Bears are leading the Vulcans on Family Day at Kutztown. Here's a handoff to the deep back Moore, and he breaks it for 5, 10 yards, 12 yards.
Well, he only has a couple of carries on the day. They've all been going to Darien Peoples, so he's running through a very battered and body-eyed Vulcan defense, tired and just looking to forget this day.
And you know, Peoples is a junior. Moore is a freshman, so he is the heir apparent to the position, but
seems to find the players.
Look at this. Well, Kutztown's always had some great running backs. Dennison, Harper,
Sure.
you know.
I can't
I'm
figure
talking
out why
about
they're not
professional
winning.
athletes.
They come in and it's been year after year where they've just beaten up on us. I can't figure out why they're not winning the conference.
All right, here's the handoff, and it's
Number 2, Darian
Peoples.
carry.
Peoples inside the 10-yard line.
Tackled by number 93, Rob Spence.
Back up on a replay.
Here's the handoff.
No time for a nap for Darian Peoples. They must have only 2 running backs on the roster.
Spence on the tackle. That's Reverend Spence's little boy. And there's somebody's cutie pie. He's playing G.I. Joe, crawling in the sands of Iwo Jima.
I'm gonna get the car dirty on the ride home. Get out of the sand. Huh? Okay.
He's got a smile on his face today. There's Moore, tries the middle. Salento Hudson made a hit enough to sting him and knock him down.
Corey Gator finishes the job.
So it'll be 3rd down now and about 5.
2 yards on the play for Moore.
Here's Hudson. The stop.
3rd down
Gator
and 5
and Welsh
for the Golden
combined
Bears at the
for the tackle.
California 7. With 8 minutes left in the game, IUP 15, Westchester 7.
Ooh.
Indiana beating up on the Rams of Westchester a mere 50-7.
Ooh. Holmes and the Golden Bears moving the ball here, 3rd down. They'll give it to Moore again. He tries a cross block and he gets down to about the 5-yard line, but that won't be enough. And here comes the field goal unit.
Oh,
Emerson Johnson trots out onto the field for probably about his 10th point of the day.
Number 22, Ernest Bryant on the tackle.
He's got a field goal.
And 4 extra points, right?
Points. There you go.
7 and looking for his 10th point of the day.
37, Emerson Johnson into attempt a 22-yard field goal out of the hold of number 16, Tom Halisack.
Soccer style kicker.
And the holder is Tom Halsiak, who takes a snap, puts it down.
Almost blocked.
And it's good. It's through and good. And that'll make it 34-0 Golden Bears with 5:42 remaining here, tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
There's always a low price at Solomon Chrysler, Plymouth Dodge, and Carmichael's. Opened in 1993, Solomon has Chrysler's highest dealership rating for superior sales, service, customer satisfaction, and the 5-star award for excellence. And there's over $3 million of new car and truck inventory in stock, as well as 30 pre-owned, top-quality, and totally reconditioned used cars and trucks. Always a low price. That's what you'll get at Solomon Chrysler, Plymouth Dodge, located at the corners of Route 21 and Route 88 in Carmichael's.
Looking for an entertainment experience in home and car audio equipment and accessories? Visit Highway's House of Sound, an entertainment experience with the Mon Valley's largest display of home and car audio equipment. Featuring name brands such as JVC, Pioneer, Rockford Fosgate, and RCA. With low prices and professional installation available. Highways also carries Cellular One mobile phones and Viper car security systems. When you need stereo systems, speakers, equalizers, and more, visit Highways House of Sound, Route 88, Dunleavy.
And we're back, and Kutztown has just ravaged our Vulcans today. Here's a kick, and that insult to injury, he puts Ash back about 10 yards into the end zone. He's going to run it out. What's he doing? He's up to the 10, the 15, and out, and down at the 10-yard line.
Well, you don't score any points by down in the football, that's for sure.
Not only that, but when they see it not run right away, sometimes they let up a little, and you know, if you're going to take off, that's what we needed.
Well, Taryn's an 18-year-old freshman. It's a quick decision you got to make.
Hey, he breaks it and runs it all the way back. Everybody thinks he's a hero, right?
Sure.
So, that's the way it goes.
At least you're putting points on the board.
1st and 10 for the Vulcans at their own 10.
Kavanaugh comes back at quarterback.
Ernesto O'Kane and Mitchell slotted. Marlon Montgomery. O'Kane goes in motion. The handoff is to Ernesto, and he breaks toward the sideline, picks up 5 to 7 yards before he's out of bounds.
Tackled by number 28, Rodney Hancock.
Ridden out of bounds there by number 28, Rodney Hancock. So we'll get some new uniforms, clean uniforms out there in the Golden Bears defense here.
On the field for the Golden Bears right now, number 95, and you gotta love this name, Quentin Little Bear Fuller. And he's from Philadelphia. Played at Central High School. Playing defensive tackle.
Kavanaugh checks off, it looks like. Mitchell goes in motion. It's the draw, and it's a handoff this time to Miller, who makes it into the secondary, and he throws a juke there to get the ball to 29-yard line.
12-yard run. Keith Miller's biggest run so far today. It's a nice play by the freshman from Beth Senta. Tore up the whip heel. He's in the top 10 all time in the whip heel in rushing. I'm not exactly sure where he is. I think he's 5th or 6th. Hi, Mom. Lazy Name Kutztown.
Mitchell in motion again. Kavanaugh back. Looking for somebody to unload the ball to, and he just throws it at Mitchell to end the play.
Some of those, just nothing is going right. Nothing is going right.
Yeah, when it's not going well, guess what? It's not going very well. Mentioned Chris Spanik, who was in for that play, is now on the sideline. Chris not getting a whole lot of work at this point. 5'8", 155-pound sophomore. But Keith Miller, the freshman 200-pounder, is in the backfield, and Kavanaugh looks deep, and he's going to air it out this time. He throws it downfield, and no catch, they're going to say.
From Milan Vodkas, freshman wide receiver, Baldwin High School.
Incomplete. He caught a short hop, caught it on the short hop. So it's 3rd and 10 now. Ball still resting there at the 29-yard line.
There's Kavanaugh just avoiding the sack and firing one downfield, and Lucas is there. The catch is not.
Just a tad short. There's Spanik in motion, and back goes Kavanaugh. Gets it out here to Spanik, who's got 3 purple jerseys coming at him. Picks up about 3 yards on the play, so it'll be 4th down and 7. And the Vulcans have to punt again.
And they do. Following next Saturday's away game at Slippery Rock High, Randy Page, cameraman, sophomore from Gaithersburg, Maryland, and a big Pittsburgh fan.
And who isn't?
Well,
yeah, people in Philly aren't. All right, here's the snap.
For sure.
It's Loudon. Gets the kick away. Guess who? Mobley. And he's hit right away by Bryant at about the 40-yard line.
Well, Ernest would have taken his knee out.
You know, I'll be honest with you.
There's 2 more cameramen. Go ahead, Coach.
I'm just not sure I would have Mobley in the game at this point.
Communication majors. Freshman here in California. To the right, Mike Kupka, and to the left, John Basso. John Basso's from Hazleton, PA. It's about an hour from Kutztown. Mike Kupka's from Irwin, PA.
Well, we have a more in the backfield again. Fakes to him this time. And ball thrown down, and there's a flag. They're going to say that Haberly went through Bordelmay that time.
Well,
the new quarterback, by the way, is Halsiak. Tom Halsiak, a 6'1", 205-pound senior. There's another flag in the backfield.
And pass interference call against the Vulcans. Personal foul. Roughing the passer against the Vulcans. Halsiak's been holding the football all day for the kicker. So that should put the football at about the end zone.
Well, they mark it off.
We're missing one more cameraman there, folks. Ernest Bryant.
All right, the pass interference is turned down, roughing the passer. 15 yards and a 1st down is good.
Here's our final cameraman, Dennis Buzz Bastian. Normally our engineer on WVCS. Sad to go on the road for one. I'd like to thank Joe Augustine back at WVCS, as well as Carl Miller and BJ Forsythe. I don't even know who's there anymore, but thanks for helping out, guys.
All right. Short little pass thrown and in and out of the hands of Moore. Moore, he saw himself picking up a big gainer that time.
I did. I saw him catching the football and getting surrounded by 3 white jerseys.
Next time, try to take the ball with you.
So, on a replay.
Back deep.
It's just one of those.
Just a little dink play.
Right in before you're catching it.
Oop. Take the ball with you, young man.
2nd and 10.
Ball on the 43-yard line. 3:52 remaining in the contest. The Bears just eating us alive here today, folks. 34-0.
Darian Peoples.
And the Little Peoples.
And a friend, yeah, Little Peoples.
Here's Halsiak back. Looks downfield, sprints out to the right here. Lets a short little one go, and it's taken in there by 34, Larry Chester. Picks up maybe 5 or 6 on that play.
Don't forget, folks, California hosts IUP on October 7th. It will also be Greek Banner Night. And all Greek organizations are urged to produce a banner showing support of Vulcan football. All banners will be shown on CUTV, and a group with the winning banner will be awarded 200 smackers. Well, that's dollars to you and me. Please turn your banner into Joy Helsel by noon on Friday, October 6th. Joy's office is in room 341 of the Natali Student Center up in the SAI offices.
Tom Halsiak has the Golden Bears on the move. He drops back, short drop, and oh, he's hit, and is there a fumble?
I'm going to say he was sacked. And
nice play
defensively. There was a comedian that did a routine one time, doing a routine of Kurt Gowdy used to say, no love whatsoever. Everett back to pass. His arm's been completely ripped off. What a time to fumble. Nice hit by Antonio Effiangas. Halsiak will not be able to throw the rest of the game.
Well, here's a punt, which is something we haven't had too many of, and it's a nice kick back into the end zone. Goes. So it'll be brought out to the 20-yard line. And let's see if California has 3 minutes to put something on the board. Let's see if we can get some points here this final drive.
We need them. Well, folks, Cal's ever-improving cross-country teams, under the guidance of first-year head coach Ron McMichael, will continue the 1995 season on September 30th by competing at the Harem Invitational. Last Saturday, both teams competed at the IUP Invitational, with the men placing 8th and the women 9th. They are idle this weekend.
All right, Kavanaugh has Miller behind him, Ernesto Kane, and Mitchell in the slots. And back goes that little, it's that quick little pitch back. That one is an incomplete pass.
Swing and a miss. 2:50 remaining here in the football game. 34-0. Kutztown leads our California Vulcans.
Spanik comes back into the ball game as O'Kane goes out. Chris Spanik. Mitchell's in motion. Kavanaugh looks across the field, and there were 2 men running down the field. Neither one looked like they were looking for the ball.
Montgomery put a hand up, I believe, just to stop that ball from being picked off by one of the Bears.
So that makes it 3rd and 10. And we will do the quickest wrap-up in the history of football at the end of this ball game.
You bet.
Because we're approaching marathon time here, 4:30.
3.5 hours into this game now?
There's a snap. Kavanaugh looks downfield. Oh, and he gets by one defender and airs it out and throws it over to the sideline. Out of bounds, just getting rid of it that time. It'll be 4th down.
Brides have plenty of time to learn how to elude incoming tacklers all day, as Brian's just been on his feet, on his horse. As they say, a quarterback alone on the run is a quarterback alone on his bum.
Here's Jeff Loudon back deep to punt about the 37th time today. And there's the kick, and it's a good kick downfield, 21. Steve McMaster takes it, and by steps one man, Soleno Hudson, but brought down around midfield, and he's still in bounds, so the clock should take us now. We're at 2:21.
Mike Carroll combines on the tackle with Frazier graduate Kenny Gates.
Ball at midfield.
And there's the sun. I thought we were in Seattle for a while there. Turns out we were just in Eastern PA, Coach. Your hometown, home vicinity.
My old stomping grounds here. Tom Halsiak.
Coach
Donnelly over there. A couple of dejected-looking Vulcans today. Well, keep your heads up, guys. It's one game. Here's the handoff, and it goes to Moore, and he's wrapped up by Jackson.
Aaron Jackson and Lou Sajo on the tackle. Don't forget, folks, next week's game at Slippery Rock, 2 p.m. kickoff. And for those of you listening on the radio side, it is at Slippery Rock. If you can't make it to the game, tune it in, turn it up.
And for you IUP grads, that's when the little hand's on the 2, big hand's on the 12. I take my shots at the Indians when I can.
Hey, Indiana Indians.
That's right. Alciak hands the ball off to Moore. Moore tries that left side again. Gets across the line of scrimmage for about 3 more yards, and that'll put it at 3rd and about 6.
There's that bear again. Isn't it time to hibernate yet? Get a haircut. Something.
Pray for bear season.
$50 for a mangy old bear. Still 66 ticks remaining in this football game.
45-yard line, ball resting there, and it is 3rd and 5. Alciak, handoff Moore. Ooh! And he is run into, without a doubt, Kenny Gates.
Kenny Gates cleans his clock.
245 pounds of freshman, 6'3".
From Fraser, former Commodore last year.
Look at that replay. Ooh!
With the block and everything.
Ooh. Down he goes. Well, here's a punt by Tim Delaney. Haverly back deep to receive. I'm going to take the penalty. 5 more yards.
Well, it was 4th and 7, even if the Vulcans do jump off sides for whatever reason.
Well, they just freed the time up now. It'll be down to, what, 13 seconds remaining in the contest.
It'd be nice to see Ed Aberly run one back. You just kind of got a feeling you're going to catch Kutztown off on one of these. What do you think?
I hope it's this one. There's a snap, and there's a kick by Delaney. Aberly runs and tries to track it down as it's headed toward the sideline.
Not even going to get a chance to field it.
Goes out of bounds about the 10, 3 seconds left in the ball game. We've got 1 play to go, folks.
One of the finer players we saw this afternoon, number 55, Rob Holmes. Outside linebacker. But for as well as he played, Ryan Holmes was indeed outmatched by teammate number 9, John Mobley, who just has done everything you could possibly do as a linebacker and more.
All right, here's the pitch to Mitchell. Mitchell gets up to about the 19-yard line. That'll do it, folks. So, with a final score for you here, we'll be back with the quickest wrap-up in the history of football. 34-0, favor of the Bears over the Vulcans as time expires on Family Day in Kutztown. You're tuned to the Vulcan Sports Network.
Can ever plan what to do in a medical emergency.
How's this?
Pulse 99. Pressure 120/80.
Is this okay?
That's why we're here for you at the Brownsville General Hospital. At Brownsville General Hospital, our trained staff of professionals are equipped to handle any medical situation, from the simplest procedure
She's gonna be all right.
to emergency life-saving care. Brownsville General Hospital, the best of care, close to home.
Looking for the area's best place for lunch, dinner, or just to meet friends for a drink? Well, look no further. Everyone's at Snooter's Galleon Pub on the Waterside in Spears. Great food, big drinks, all located with a view that is unmatched in the valley. This and much more is available at Snooters. We can accommodate all types of parties, large or small, and we accept all major credit cards. So why not make your next meal or party special? Come to Snooters Galleon Pub on the Waterside in Spears. For reservations, call 483-6000.
Powell's Auto Parts and Service, serving the California area for the past 37 years. Powell's Auto Parts is the only service station in the area with full-serve gas pumps and supplies whatever your car needs may be. State inspection, exhaust specialist, front-end alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, brakes, anything to keep you on the go. Powell's Auto Parts and Service is also a division of Citgo with a complete line of tires and auto parts on stock. Whatever your car care needs may be, come on down to Powell's Auto Parts and Service, located in downtown California. There's always a low price at Solomon Chrysler, Plymouth Dodge, and Carmichael's. Opened in 1993, Solomon has Chrysler's highest dealership rating for superior sales, service, customer satisfaction, and the 5-star award for excellence. And there's over $3 million of new car and truck inventory in stock, as well as 30 pre-owned, top-quality, and totally reconditioned used cars and trucks. Always a low price. That's what you'll get at Solomon Chrysler, Plymouth Dodge, located at the corners of Route 21 and Route 88 in Carmichael's.
Looking for an entertainment experience in home and car audio equipment and accessories? Visit Highway's House of Sound, an entertainment experience with the Mon Valley's largest display of home and car audio equipment. Featuring name brands such as JVC, Pioneer, Rockford Fosgate, and RCA. With low prices and professional installation available. Highways also carries Cellular One mobile phones and Viper car security systems. When you need stereo systems, speakers, equalizers, and more, visit Highways House of Sound, Route 88, Dunleavy.
Edenfield Stages of New Salem, Pennsylvania has been the official charter bus service for California University for more than a decade, providing safe, courteous service reasonably priced. If your business or group needs to charter a coach for one night or 1 week, or if you'd like to sign up for one of Edenfield's great escapes to Atlantic City, Toronto, Florida, and many interesting places in between, call Edenfield Stages at 412-245-9511. That's 412-245-9511, Edenfield Stages.
You've got to see Harper Chevrolet.
I've been around this town a long time, and when it comes to buying a Buick, you can't beat C. Harper. With Buick's quality and style and C. Harper's commitment to customer satisfaction, you've got a winning combination. So before you buy a Buick, Chevy, or Geo somewhere else, see C. Harper first. You'll be glad you did. C. Harper Chevrolet, Geo, and Buick, Route 51, Belle Vernon.
Well, you can see the score there, 34-zip. We need to say very little more than that. The Golden Bears owned us today.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's one day. It's a road game. It's our first day road game away, and we'll see what happens with Slippery Rock coming up next.
Yeah, PSAC season starts. The real season begins next week, and the only thing we can hope for is this team can pick itself up off the ground after a pretty disappointing performance here in Kutztown. And I mean, this team had a lot of hope coming into the season, thinking we can win the PSAC West Championship, we can finish, we can make the playoffs, we can beat Edinburgh, we can beat IEP, we can beat Slippery Rock, Clarion, Lockhaven, Shippensburg. There's no reason that they cannot beat these teams. And now, with their backs against the walls, they got to show what kind of heart they really have and come out firing against the Rockets at Slippery Rock on their homecoming. And that's going to be the test right there.
Okay, we'll be there, and I hope you'll be joining us for Chris Austin and Christine Sayo. I'm Paul Flores saying that the final score from Kutztown 34, Vulcans nothing. This has been a broadcast of the Vulcan Sports Network.